Hey yo, welcome back to the show. Alright, as you can tell, I'm tired. It's getting pretty late in the week, so I am tired. Very, very tired. Oh, he's so tired. He's so sleepy, sleepy boy he is. Oh, that sleepy, sleepy kid of ours. Oh, that sleeper. He sleeps, and then he wakes up. And the boy goes back to sleep. Just rambling on. Just rambling on. I was smoking right now. Smoke a little more. All right, we got one person here. That's all I need to start the show. Let's go. We're gonna be watching LA Spikes and commenting on some of the hilarity and drama in the community. Blah 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 blah. Let's go. This is gonna be good. I heard Liliana.
I never heard that version.
She ain't one.
Sorry,
Hey,
I
hey.
needed to hear that one. How you doing?
No, I'm good. I was trying not to sing, but it's
What?
hard not to sing to that song.
Try
I'm sorry,
harder.
I didn't mean to spoil it. Spike.
Not at all.
How are you? How much? What? You're at 3 hours. Are you tired?
Not really. Sorry, I'm turning on my lights.
Oh no, I think the stream got killed.
Hmm.
Suspended.
Oh
Don't
no.
make me laugh, Myri. The go to YouTube.
You're right. If we just
Music.
chill out, it'll come back.
It's the
Okay,
music.
we'll just sit here and wait. I've never done this before. Maybe it was me singing that took it down. Spike.
Maybe. Maybe.
No, I
maybe.
tested the waters by playing the video with the song. That was
Yeah.
And you were wrong.
Busted. Go to the principal's office, Spike.
So yeah, let me layers and layers and layers and tabs as I do my radio show. So yeah, it's still unavailable. I'm watching.
Yeah. So we're just backstage right now, right?
Basically.
Okay. Is there anything you want to say to me, Spike?
I know. Is there anything you want to say real quick?
Bounce
before I go live?
Bounce
Do you want to talk to me for a minute?
Show me your
Yeah.
titties.
Yeah.
Be like, show
do you
me
want
your
to
titties.
listen? I mean,
course.
I'm not trying to put you in any spot, right? You are you, and I am me. That is why I like you. You know me, Spike. I would never do anything that Jeff is insinuating I did.
It's pretty, from what I heard today, and it was all news to me, but it was pretty vicious how he came.
Yeah, he is taking an emoticon
They're
and
very
reading
vicious.
into it, which is fine.
You're losing them,
He
Jeff.
Here's the thing.
You're losing
Spike,
them,
right?
Jeffrey.
I'm going to go into basic psychology.
Jeffrey.
If you have a problem with me, there's something that you have a problem with. It's not me.
Again, Mike, this would be a good time to ditch Jeffrey for Jack Talcott, who goes live at the same exact time pretty much damn near every single day. I know the Spurgy guy is doing random ones, and they're both fun, but it's definitely better numbers at the Talcott factory farm or whatever it is, the chicken farm, the chicken store.
Well, it's definitely not an emoji or emoticon, whatever it's called.
Right. And for someone to all of a sudden flip out, and you know me, Spike, I've always been, I go where I want and I do what I want.
We're back.
Whatever, I do what I want.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with us.
Stand by.
I love that they thought that was a candid conversation. It's very true to what they are like in real life. It's almost like LA Spike knew it was live though, because he just kept saying nothing. Or maybe that's just how he is. He's like, I'm just not gonna say anything ever. No drama.
Hi.
We have Liliana joining the show.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hola,
I
Liliana.
don't know how long that was going.
Hit that like
but
button, you
if
guys.
want
Hit
me
the
to keep
like
going,
button.
if you want to talk about it,
No, of
it's
course.
fine. We don't have to talk about it. You know.
The like
No,
button.
I believe
We're trying to get back into the
maybe
thing.
unpopular opinion. Actually, I think it's a popular opinion, but I believe that when you want to broadcast your thoughts and feelings and ideas, it's important.
Yeah, and that's okay. And we'll go to what I say, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm unapologetic, and like I am not going to apologize for someone's feelings being hurt. Okay? If I wrong someone, that is one thing. But if someone constructs a narrative without wanting to talk and have understanding, that's their problem. It's not my fucking problem. Right? And where I will stand up for myself is I will
Let's see
confront
how long
you,
ago this
give an
was.
opportunity for someone to speak. I think
This
in
was like a
fairness,
day or
people
two
should be able
ago.
to share their voice.
So I wonder if they're friends again or not, because this is from like a day or two ago. But there was some interesting stuff that happened here, and I kind of want to see it because I didn't
And
get
if
to
we're
see
talking
this
about mental
all.
health,
I did
I'm
watch
gonna
the
take a
first
minute,
bit of
but
Liliana
it is
here.
Suicide Awareness Month. Trigger warning for anyone out there, please mute it. But if anyone works in the mental health professional field, right, that is where you take your isms and your bias out of anything. And if you claim to have a platform that is about mental health because you are a credentialed mental health person, I expect that you're not blaming other people for your feelings and looking for a reason to validate.
That's what I was thinking too. And Senior Citizen Saul accused Jeffrey of lying about things, and I do want to start working on a picture of Jeffrey, not just a actual picture in my book, but a animated character. This is the picture I was working on when I was over at Jack Talcott's. This is the picture. This is what it reminded me of. So I drew this picture. I'm not done with it yet, but it's a work in progress. Then yeah, on the next one, I guess I'm gonna start working on Antler Boy. I draw a picture of him the best I can, which isn't very good, but it's better than what you guys could do. All right, back to this. Hopefully, we get to see a picture of him, and then I'll be able to draw it.
When I go up places, do you think I say, well, I have this or that? And I'm going to be honest, right?
How do you spell Jeffrey?
Absolutely important.
I don't want to misspell it on my
you
picture.
Want me to treat you differently because of whatever?
Oops,
right?
I put
Do
Jerry.
you want me to sit here and tell you my list of ailments and diagnoses so I could throw that in your face because my feelings are hurt? Sorry, people may think I'm a bitch for saying that, but go fuck yourself. So that's all I want to say about that. Questions? I'd be happy to take questions.
Rudy, anybody out there?
Rudy, please.
Yeah, even if you have questions for me, you know, if you want to explore my psyche as to why I do what I do, that's a great conversation, right? But Spike, don't blame me for something I didn't do.
Spike, don't do that.
No, I wish.
No, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Right?
Like I didn't.
And again,
you want to well, I no, you go. Go
ahead. And again, mental health is important, but we should, if you know you want your feelings to be important, don't fucking dismiss other people's feelings, especially pinpointing it due to their gender.
Vagina.
That shit started way before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm the bad person for doing whatever I want.
You like the video, so you're bad. How dare you? How dare you?
I don't walk on eggshells for people.
Whose Spike's all fucked up?
Well, I definitely know that, and you've hung out with some very
Hola, Daniel Berry.
strong characters, which
Mr.
has definitely
Betty.
toughened you up, I'm sure.
Well, but it's not even those characters,
Go
right?
Cardinals.
Let's talk about integrity. I have a certain type of integrity. Um, am I going to take being treated some way, Spike? You've seen it. What's the answer to that?
Wait, repeat it so I know how to
Um,
answer.
am I
Rephrase.
going to be am I going to be am I going to be okay being treated a certain way if I don't like it?
Probably.
Well, that's sort of a trick question because I think yes, you will be. You'll be okay in the afterwards.
Yeah.
You'll be
Like I
you'll
think
be
you're a
okay.
pretty tough
You'll be
cookie.
okay.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So do I have a right not to voice my opinion?
No, look at the banner. No, I
Oh,
think
I'm not at my computer right now. Sorry.
no. I mean, yeah, no. Yeah, Rudy, come on up, bro.
Rudy's
Real
going
quick,
on
what
up
Rudy
Okay.
just said. He's
on
I
the
know you can't see it, but he
piano
says
I'll come in.
to a
he suffers from
new
depression. It's
piano
not a
in the
secret
sky.
because he was in a
Is this
coma
another
7 years
Ladybug
ago.
account? They made another
And
Ladybug.
100%, that's
She
actually
did crimes. Ladybug.
for me
stock
probably
account,
one of the
Ladybug.
things that got me more intrigued with Rudy.
Creepy. Get
Because
rid
back
of
in the
her
banana
picture. I
days,
don't
I
want
was
to see her
maybe
picture.
on.
Get rid of Ladybug's picture. You could be a Ladybug sock account, but I don't want to see her ugly mug. Get out of here with that. Come on. That's why I timed out the last one. I just didn't want to look at her freaking face in the comments. It was like, yeah. So I just timed it out. I didn't say nothing. Like, they didn't do nothing. They just had her picture. I was just like, yeah, I don't want to look at that.
Well, he's a Raider fan, so of course he's more.
Hi, can you change your picture, please?
That concerned me a little bit when I first heard about that for him.
Yeah, well, he is in those mountains over there, right? He's breathing a different kind of air.
Breathing
but
a
But
different
as far as you go,
air.
like my general opinion of you is
I gotta
that
see what his freaking nose looks like.
well, this might not be answering what you're saying, but basically you're someone who can take the blows and even punch back.
I'll take that as you're not gonna change it.
And
but
like
just because you can take the punches doesn't mean that you deserve to get punched.
Maybe next time you'll change it.
And that's my feelings with lots of people.
Yeah, and that's when if people know me, right? Like I hate to say it this way, but I'm not a person to be fucked with. I'm not gonna let people bowl me over. I'm not gonna let people belittle me. I'm not gonna let people demean me. I'm not gonna let people say things that are untrue about me and not voice my opinion about it. That is not fair.
That is just not fair,
and again,
you guys.
if someone has a misunderstanding of feeling, let's talk about it. But don't turn an entire situation and maladapt it to fit a narrative that I am coming at someone's mental state.
It's hard not to make fun of the thing, like a narrative
that would ever fucking do that.
Yeah, though she's right. It's hard not to make fun of that.
Oh, you're a mental health professional?
Right?
What has precipitated in the past 48 hours on...
How the hell is Jeff a medical health professional? We're going to write this down right here. Health professional. I really want to make sure I spell these words right. And if I fuck it up just because I'm not paying attention, it's going to make the whole picture look ugly, and I don't want that because then I got to try to do like some kind of cover up on the picture. Does anybody know what Jeff's last name is, or do I just put Jeffrey Jeff? He's not Jeffrey Jeff. He is not the Jeffrey I know. I got to see a picture of the guy, though, so I could draw him. I guess I'll do that in the background. Or wait, what's he pointing up?
I'm not... Women are obviously not welcome on that panel.
Oh, he's just pointing up random like landscapes and shit. It's
And
a
I'm just gonna leave
long
it at that,
stream, though.
you know?
We're gonna have to skip through a lot of
Strong
this.
women, obviously,
Strong
who have
woman.
opinions, who are not
Oh,
afraid
and
to speak
Rudy's
them,
up there in a
who are
bit.
not gonna. So one thing Jeff did
Who
say the
else?
other
Who
day is
else?
like,
Who else?
"Oh, I'd rather have a panel where
A
we
lady?
pretend to
Maybe
get along."
Megan? I don't know who that is. Some
Yeah.
lady?
So if
I
we're gonna
do.
have a yeah.
Ah,
So if we're
Samantha
gonna talk
goes
about
up
that
there. Oh,
mental
snap.
health, there's one thing.
Um,
I work in healthcare. I don't work in mental
there's
health.
another one. Ah,
But
Exile goes
at
up
my
there.
organization, one of our core values is safety.
Ba, ba,
Okay.
ba.
So I work in a hospital
Rudy's up
system.
there.
That not only means patient safety, right? That
Samantha's
means
up
also
there.
colleague
Some
safety.
other people, I
I
can't
work
tell
in
who
IT.
they
I work
are
in
up there.
headquarters. I'm not frontline, and with the doctors and the surgeons. My IT supports
There's
all
that
of it.
Sorry.
But what I just want to say
What
about
the
that
fuck
is
was that?
our
Too
core
high
value
for
is
that shit,
safety,
Spike.
and that includes psychological safety.
Skipping through.
We're a healthcare system, right? We don't
So Liana's
only
still
care about
up there like
physical harm.
7 hours
We
later. She
care
was
about
still up there.
mental
Holy
harm
shit.
too. And I take
She
psychological
is a
safety
trooper.
really seriously,
She is a trooper.
right? And I would never want to do anything peripherally to anyone or
Peripherally.
directly, right? So if I'm being accused of something that
Peer
I didn't
counselor,
do,
okay. A peer
I'm
counselor,
gonna
which
bite
probably
back.
means he's a
And
helper at
the
his
problem
group home. Is he in a
again,
group home? Is
Jeff
that what
said
he
he doesn't
is?
want to hear it.
Is
He's
that
not going to change.
like I was curious about his living situation. I'm also curious why everybody's enabling him to be like, yeah, Jeff, go ahead and sit around doing nothing and be on YouTube all day. But then when I was doing, everybody's like, you're bad, you're lazy and all this. But the same fucking people are over there sucking Jeff's antlers, freaking deep throwing the antlers, I mean, crazy. Dude's a Satanist. He's not doing evil though. That's the crazy thing. He says he's a Satanist, but he's not. He's just a weird gay autistic guy that decided to say he was a Satanist. Weird,
Fine.
but he's a weird guy.
But you're fucking wrong, Jeff. You're insinuating and developing a narrative around a fucking
He has a
symbolic
shitty little
moment in
house like the
time,
halfway house I
and
worked
your
in.
feelings
Oh
count
shit.
more than anyone else's.
Well, then you know about
That
it.
is not how mental health is.
All right, I gotta see a picture of this
Sorry,
guy so I can
the
draw
end.
my thingies. I started it already. I guess I
Like,
can work
I'm
on
the wrong
horns.
bitch to fuck with, Spike. I'm the wrong bitch to fuck with. So there's that. So don't
Fuck me, Spike. Don't you fuck
don't
me,
make me
Spike.
ride in on my high horse, Spike, by the way.
Don't fuck me, Spike. It's not the right
And
one.
sorry, while we're in Arab
She has an
Occupation,
Audi, not
Mike
an Indy,
Cerrone
Spike.
is a fucking nose kisser, fakely
Nose
apologizing
kisser,
to you
huh?
because he just really loves you for some reason, Spike. And I'm not trying to be asshole. That's really cute. He has this affinity for you.
Oh, she used the word
And
right.
I have a thought of what that affinity is, but I don't want to share it because it's ridiculous.
That's butt stuff.
But yeah, it's like strange, right? And how that mentality works where people think that they could keep talking shit about you and treating you like shit and then giving that arbitrary I'm sorry just to brown nose. Like, why is he brown nosing you that hard, Spike?
Mm-hmm.
He
I don't know. I'm lost.
He loves you, Spike.
Hey, people can be clipping out there. There's lots of clippers these days. Relax with those words. Just kidding.
He wants to be inside you, Spike. He wants to hold your man boobs against his man boobs, Spike.
With Mike Cerrone.
Stop it.
No, that Mike Cerrone is in love with you. Mike Cerrone would flip if YouTube.
Rudy in the house.
It would
Oh,
break the internet, at least.
Hello.
It would break the
Oh, let me move your
YouTube
pretty face
streams
up to
would
the top.
crash.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's no secret about my depression. The migraines that I had were the original cause of my depression. It just didn't. It was
Now it's
in
just
my early
life.
years. I was
Now it's just
nasty
my sad,
with
pathetic
family and
life.
friends, and I just didn't deal with it the
Good.
proper way, and I did overdose on a medication called amitriptyline. I ate the whole bottle, and that should have ended me, but I survived. I was 8 days in a coma, but I was
You fucking fat sympathy trolling fucking loser. You tried to kill yourself too? Shout out to Jacob Gertz. He is also part of the Suicide Squad. Quit trying to kill yourselves. Just get up and do something, you know? Play some video games. Go jack off in the theater. Go for a bike ride, Rudy. Go for a fucking bike. Go to the park and kill some geese, Rudy. Maybe that'll make you not want to die. You know? So he swallowed a bunch of pills and tried to kill himself. Damn. That sucks. It sucks to be Rudy, you know?
in the hospital for
Oh, Rudy.
almost a month.
Rudy's couch is autistic.
I'm so sorry, but Rudy, I'm glad you're here.
I believe it.
That's
For all that like
pretty nice.
methane shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
Like
understand
sharing
depression. I don't
that.
wish it on
Yeah.
anybody.
Depression.
Yeah, because I known some people. I even had an
Depression,
uncle that
baby.
committed suicide, and that was my mom's younger brother.
And
I'll say right here, he was in the Navy. He got married young. His wife cheated on him, but that's not what really
is this
causes
what
depression.
Spike
His main
does?
depression was
Man,
that
this is
his
depressing.
older brother, which would be my uncle
This is
Lauren,
depressing.
he passed away when he was 14 years old in a drowning. My mom was just a little girl, and my uncle was just a little boy, and there's nothing he could do to try to save his older brother.
Oh, we're all
And
sorry for your
that
loss,
got
Rudy.
to him,
Thanks.
And then he added the
Unless this is the
adultery
point of the
his
channel.
wife cheating on him,
It's just supposed to be
and
sad.
he just took his own life. But
Oh no.
You're supposed to kill her.
It does happen. If you don't deal with
You don't
these
kill
things,
yourself,
they
you
do-
kill her.
They will get to you, And I don't shame people who are depressed or anything. I don't, And
Yeah.
like I
and
said,
no,
I do agree with you that
I
when someone's
I just
depressed,
want-
they need help.
yeah, but I just also
They
want to
need
say like, I
Jesus.
was not shaming anyone.
Sweet
Yeah,
baby
I know you
Calling
are.
Jesus.
a spade
Is,
a
this,
spade.
is that what it
and I was
is?
not making
Shit.
fun.
We got a lot of different
anyone
communities we're in now.
diagnoses. I was
Yeah.
not. And
Somebody
that's
tell
how,
Jacob Gertz about this.
it
He needs
was
to come talk about his
maladapted.
depression and suicide
And here's the thing:
attempt.
if you don't like me,
He's like, when I
fine, but
committed
don't make up
suicide, you
fake
guys,
bullshit stories
I was so
because you
dead.
don't like me.
Yeah, right,
I don't
right off
like
of
you.
Rudy's bullshit.
Don't keep looking.
Did she just ignore Rudy's bullshit completely? She's like, yeah, that's fun, Rudy. Yeah, all your family's dead. You're last of the fucking Navajo Alaskan tribe, and nobody's left. And then she just goes back to, but this Gen X Jeff bitch, he's talking some shit, Rudy, and that's what I'm here to talk about. Like, damn.
Looking for a reason after reason that you are looking to, again,
It's like, and then the gun jammed
yourself look like a victim.
because I put the wrong size
I will own up
bullets.
to anything I did,
How did I know?
but that's not one
This
thing
is
that I would
stupid.
ever do.
I need to look up this damn
Disgraceful
picture.
for
That's what I'm
anyone to
supposed to be
ever,
doing.
Identify me in that way. Like it
Okay,
goes
now
back
I
to
look at one of
integrity
these.
for me.
Let's see this one.
Oh, crap. I'm
What
looking
did
at
you do,
my-
Rudy?
My
This
I
guy
have a
looks
bad
fun.
laptop. It's got a very bad lithium battery. It cannot charge if it's unplugged. It's an older one. It's a 2015 Toshiba.
It's gonna explode, Rudy. It's gonna explode,
Don't dox your laptop, bro.
right?
Oh my god. So yeah, thanks for letting me speak, Spike.
Now I guess that's
Do
the
you
end
have,
of this.
Like, I'm open if you have any questions or if you guys are like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I'm willing to talk about
Yeah,
it.
gossip, you gossipy bitch.
Yeah, no, I want you to talk about it because
Damn, this
as
fucking
mentally strong
chemo
as you
gun.
are,
Is that what
It's
it is?
important to
Timo?
get out your feelings and get feedback, whether they're questions or not. I mean,
Alibaba,
Yeah.
Alibaba.
but I'm a little bit of a dreamer,
AliExpress.
which
Is
may
that
or
what
may
it
not
is?
be obvious to my
AliExpress.
panel years
Damn
or
Chinese,
year.
Taiwanese
Yeah.
guns.
But I actually see, contrary to what I heard today, and it was kind of news to me because I've been dipping in and out. I've been trying to get up on a panel here and there a little bit more and pay attention to what's going on in the tubaverse or panelverse or whatever people call it.
The gays call
And
it.
I actually
Metaverse.
think
YouTube land, because we're from Hollywood land, you know. It's all fake. Like, what the fuck? Is this reality? Sorry, go ahead.
well, it's I mean, yeah, even on that, like I don't want to sidetrack, but even on that, I think it's
Like,
more real than
that's
we're
hot.
giving it credit for.
Dreams like
Yes,
California.
which is I had a live last week where what you say goes real life on people, right? The power of
Sometimes
words.
it does, yeah.
And see what happens when, here you go, symbols are misinterpreted. Sorry. Yeah. But right, that shit goes real life because people actually get upset. Emoticon somewhere upset someone. That's real life. Like
Back to
I
Jeffrey.
don't sit here and try to upset people. Spike,
Let's
you
see.
know
So it goes from
that.
your eyes, then your cheekbones are right next to
Yeah,
your
same.
eyes.
If
Yeah,
you
my
fucked with me,
skin
like my
bones,
throne
right?
fucked with me, right? I wasn't going around trying to make him upset. He fucked with me, and I tried to confront him, and he still fucking lied. And that's the other issue I
He's
have.
like,
is
I
that
don't know
Jeff
you.
saw that,
He moves
right?
suicides.
He saw sexual harassment.
You order
Turned him-
suicide on Wish.
He saw the video.
Get the little
he?
gun that's
Yeah, I don't
like
know if he did.
He
it
did.
just shoots out the little fucking
That is
paper.
how
It's
this
like
entire
fucking
his entire life
call
perpetuated
911 or
itself.
something. I don't know. It's too high
He
to
started
make
talking
puns,
about me.
jokes. And
I did not say anything about anything. Talking about drama, Spike.
drama.
Right?
Drama,
So
drama.
I just came in, you know me, in the chat. Oh, whatever I throw in there. Maybe that triggered him because I put something that he thought of something, I don't know, right? And then he started going off on me.
Yeah, he did.
Look, watch the beginning of the live you were in.
Yeah, watch
He
it.
started
Watch
going
it.
off on me
Watch
out
it.
of nowhere
Watch it.
and
Watch
said
it.
that
I think he does show it.
that
Right, we're
whole
watching this. He does show it.
video that YouTube Liars and Criers did
Criers-
about me
Criers and
was
liars.
just dramatic women shit.
Yeah, I saw this. I came into that premiere or whatever late, but I saw it. I saw a lot of that live. So
That's
even
the thing. We all did. So that's where, like, I'm trying not to get pissed. He is invalidating our past and our history, right? And for some people, Spike, is there trauma attached to that? Is there fucked upness attached to that? I have been used as a piece of fucking meat in the community, Spike, right?
Not yet.
And here, Mike Cerrone is lying about how he has objectified it.
yeah, on the last time we were on a panel together, maybe that was I don't know. I'm having memory glitches, but
Yeah,
didn't
all
you
blessed
say
together.
didn't you say that because I don't want to be wrong, because I don't know if you noticed that he and I got into a little bit of a thing yesterday because you said that he had commented your post.
He did, and he fucking lied and said he didn't.
So yeah, because I
Rudy
wasn't
Drew
100%, and I opened my mouth
He always
because
does.
maybe I'm Captain Save the Sis, but
No, I can send you the screenshot.
Rudy
He
will
sure
pay you
did.
to take
Would I
his
lie about
porn
that,
images
Spike?
that he drew.
no, I don't. No, I really don't.
Am I a
Snap.
liar? Am I a
He's
liar?
like, I will
right?
pay you to take these.
Right. No, and I'm definitely not. I mean, if anything, people do
I drew his lips too big.
probably
why I
enjoy
got
me
no
or like
bar
me
for him.
because I'm as honest as possible all of the time. There's
Some
no
antlers,
compromise.
some eyes.
Right, but I don't know how.
Kind
to
of
sit on a
accidentally
panel
gave
and
him
be
too
fake
big of
with
lips though for his face.
Sorry.
I don't think his
You
lips
know?
No, I'm
are
not
that big.
I understand.
I'm just drawing them from kind of
Yeah,
from
but are you
memory and
being
a little
honest
image
if
I
you
saw
can't
in the back.
talk and
I gotta
and
look at
feel
it.
the way you want to? Because there's someone else
No,
out
he
there
has big
that
lips.
you have to
He has a
walk around
long,
eggshells for.
long face too.
I don't walk around eggshells.
He has a
If
pretty
I'm
long
not speaking,
face.
it's because I'm not feeling like speaking. But I don't bite my tongue. I mean, well, that's not true. I mean, we all bite our tongue a little bit, but there's times to voice your thoughts. But I know that certain people wonder, how can I be on a panel with someone? Which sometimes I choose. Sometimes I'm on a panel first. I mean, but you pick and choose your battles, I guess, is maybe the best way to put it.
Yes, and I understand that, but I want to be my genuine self.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think I am. I think that's why people
It just knows Jeff's a ball shit.
from all different sides of YouTube, I
got
think that's
two
why I
balls.
get the respect I get, because I don't compromise my feelings or beliefs for someone.
Yeah, and
Well,
again,
anyway,
I'm not.
Even in the Vegas days, I don't.
Yeah,
I am-
and I'm not.
Even in
I'm
the
not saying
Vegas
that
days,
you
huh?
do, but like I wouldn't be able to do what you do. Do you get what I mean?
This picture looks crazy.
I
I'm
wouldn't
sorry.
be
This
able to
picture
sit
I'm
there
drawing
because
looks crazy. Oof.
Not to be weird, I'm not
I should have
comfortable
made his head bigger.
like that.
Well, that's
I gotta make his
and
head
that's
bigger,
something that
so I got work on.
is concerning for you and for other ladies who have said the same thing.
Yeah. And again, I don't want to be that person.
Now me asking to see boobs
know, if
isn't
I'm
that bad,
constantly
is it, Liliana?
Pointed at because I'm a woman
Because I'm
and
a
I'm
woman.
irrational for those feelings. Like I don't feel that I was having irrational feelings. Tell me why you think I was having irrational feelings. But then again, for me, that goes to, if you have a problem with me, that you have a greater problem with yourself. If you're trying to blame me for something. If you're trying to blame me for your feelings or reaction.
Don't blame me for your feelings, boy.
But that's why I can't go up there, right? Because I would have to keep my mouth shut. Spike.
See this comment right here. I wasn't aware of it.
So you saw it
But he
and
saw
didn't
it and
care.
said he didn't care.
Yes,
I don't
he
give
said
a
that.
fuck. I ain't fucking with
Yeah,
you.
go listen to the first
Stupid ass
20
bitch. I ain't
minutes
fucking with
of his
you.
life today.
It's
Like, I
not
said
coming out
nothing,
good.
and he
This looks
started
like the
going
SpongeBob
on
character
and
so
on.
far. How
See, it's-
professional Jeffrey. I tried to. I'm making
Whatever-
his head bigger. So I'm gonna make his head bigger.
Whatever type of neurodivergence
on it.
is
Work on
going
it.
on with anyone, I definitely pay attention. But with him, he's a smart guy. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I can watch it. I can see anybody and go, maybe that person's a little bit on the spectrum. But if he didn't announce it, I don't think that would be my first thought. The thing,
just
I mean,
like
it
this
is
guy
definitely
here.
his brand, his tag. You
He
know,
needs the ears.
Yeah.
Well, he needs the
But
earphones
it's also a mental health
or
channel,
ears. I don't know.
right? So again,
Let's
not
see
to
what
be an
this
asshole.
picture
If you're a mental health
No, he's wearing the
professional,
earphones. Big ones,
don't
too.
sit there and dismiss sexual harassment and lies from a panel member.
Oh, I forgot to put.
endorse
I
that
forgot to put this
and
back on the
enable that.
video. My bad. I'll go back over here.
I
No,
think even
too
some
big.
of Jeff's people
Hello.
kind of don't like Mike Cerrone. If you notice,
Hello, we're back
they
again.
really don't like
Well,
him.
There we go. I figured it
That's
out.
the thing,
Sorry,
Lee.
I wasn't sure which one it was.
No one can say anything about Mike Cerrone because he will block and delete you now.
Yeah, that's.
Wait,
I
this-
Remember?
understand he's. I
Well,
understand
thank
he's
you,
got a-
senior assistant.
he's on the
Thank you.
spectrum and all that. If he wasn't on the spectrum, I'd
He
just
looks
say
like
Jeff's, you know, but
Well,
He
I
Again,
honestly,
the best is
again,
the
I'm not a
pictures.
mental health professional, right? I'm
Oh, I'm
not
not.
diagnosing something, and this is my observation. But Mike has issues, and he shouldn't be leeching on to another
Yeah.
male.
Well, he's a manipulator. Yeah.
Yes.
And he's not the smartest liar. I've seen liars who lie way better than him. I even told him he was the dumbest liar on YouTube.
No. And for me, that's
Yeah.
what kills me, because if
He got
Beth is a
served.
mental health professional, he is enabling lying, and lying fucking harms people, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, and those in between who are neither or either.
Yeah.
Lying harms people.
Yeah. He is. Even
Would have lost my
even him,
vote
Banana
right there.
allowed Mike, but he
Oh,
was using him to.
you're not allowed to say my
make
name on most
money,
channels anymore.
You know.
Yep.
He wanted
And that
he
is
wanted
where
Mike to
I
pay
like
money.
Mike's
He wanted
like,
him to
I'll
pay
let it
money,
ride, but you know the
wanted him
rules.
to be a member.
We don't.
They
His
said, "You gotta
he
pay
who
rent."
shall
That's
not be
what
named.
Hannah said. Mike's like, nope. That's the only truthful thing Mike probably ever said.
Well, but that is where, like, I stick to my integrity. I am not a fucking liar.
But we're getting
There's
echo.
feedback coming from somewhere. I don't know where it's coming back from. Is it me? Can you guys hear the feedback?
I can hear the echo. Let me see. Let me see what happens if I mute
I can
myself.
hear that.
Oh, yeah, I think it might be you.
Yeah, you guys sound great over on my side. So
Okay.
You guys
well,
sound
I'm
terrible.
getting
over here.
feedback, so I don't know. Oh, maybe my headphones
It
are
wasn't me.
ringing. Okay, yeah. Just give me 1 second to finish this thought, and then I'll switch over to the laptop.
Her headphones are probably
For
dying.
me, like that's where I hold my
Bitch.
integrity.
Bitch,
I will
switch.
not
Just
lie.
switch. What are you
I
doing?
will call
Switch.
you out on lies,
Oh my
because
gosh.
that is mental health harm.
She's crazy.
Okay.
well, I think that's the most drama I get into ever with anyone. Again, all the way from here to Vegas. The only times I really ever get into things with people is when truth and facts are being compromised. I'm not okay with it.
And that was what was presented to Jeff, and he's enabling a liar. Think about it, Spike.
No, you think about it. And then you tell me what you
A
think.
liar who lies and harms
Always combative.
women about sexual harassment. Do you know how many women seek help?
You say got kicked out of the Satanist stuff because they were too woke. Like,
And
you're
it's
not a
okay to
fucking
be
Satanist,
normalized
you
by
weird
another
Jeffrey guy.
mental health professional and say, oh, I saw it, oh, whatever, it was just women being women. He fucking dismissed it. A
Hysterical
mental
women.
health professional dismissed it. Fuck.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't.
even that one video is not even as bad as I've seen in some of these videos from
Yeah.
the senior citizen Sauls, the Probies, the Wombats, the Constantly Crier or whatever. I mean, I've seen worse. I mean, no, it was no offense at all. Of course, you know what I
I
mean.
know. Yeah, I lived it, Spike. I lived
No,
it.
no. I mean, I've seen that person say very harassing things.
Yes.
Mike,
And
she did live that.
and I'm 100% not okay with it. Not just for YouTube reasons, but in real life, I'm not okay with it. I know the after effects of what happened to women, to girls, to ladies.
He said it's okay. It's locker room talk. Like,
His locker room. Oh, did
he
he?
fucking pulled a Trump.
Did Mike say he was gonna grab you by?
Oh, they say you're echoing. I don't hear you echoing, but this
Damn.
would
I
be
hear
some.
it going.
Okay,
heard myself
let
echo.
me. Yeah, hold on. Let me.
I'll sing some Phantom of the Opera while
Hold
you're.
on. I'll be right back.
Sing bit.
In sleep she
Oh, shit,
came to
man.
me,
Oh,
a strange duet. Sorry.
That might be echoing too. Let me see. Like echoing? Yeah, a little bit.
You're like, I
Let
might
me
be.
jump off too, and I'll come right back.
Fine, everybody just go ahead and leave me. It's fine.
I'll be right back. It'll just take a few seconds.
Mr.
I'm
Boo,
back.
Mr. B won't even get on my panel. This is a safe space, Mr. B.
Am I still?
That's why he won't get up there.
Chat. Fuck, I hear
That
it in
I
my
only
head.
go
I hear
unsafe
myself in my head
places when I
saying,
might
"Oh."
die. Damn,
Chat, if you don't mind, am I echoing as well?
Nope, it's just them. It's probably his connection though, causing it.
Mike to the check, to the 1-2 check. Rudy's coming back.
I heard Rudy pop back in. Little boop.
Testing.
Echoing
Oh,
now.
there's still an echo.
I still hear echo. It's
Let me
fine.
mute
My
myself.
mic is echo.
I don't know. I mean, am I echoing? Hold on.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're not. See, women do lie.
All
Yes,
right.
Mr.
Yes.
He calls us cowards.
Just said lock.
What
Oh
happens when I
shit!
get up?
What was
People run or they don't.
What was said that was that Jeff decided it was locker room talk? What did I know Mike was saying something about some pictures. I never seen no sexually explicit pictures of Liliana or Witch of Heart. I've seen one picture where I think they met up and they were just, standing side by side, kind of like half hug it or something, maybe, or just standing next to each other. I don't really remember, but I think they did meet and there was a picture, but it wasn't sexually explicit at all. It was just them out in public, just proof that they met or something, I guess. There was alleged scissoring, but that was Joshua Lanato that threw that out there. I don't think that started with Mike. I don't think Mike knew what scissoring was, but once he learned,
Don't want
he
to talk to
learned.
me.
Well,
It's
there
so
you go.
amazing. Yeah, I think it's like I'm still echoing.
Mike was saying he
And
saw a nude video and pictures of them or something. Do you say that on my panel?
Yeah, Mike.
You say that on my panel? Holy shit. I don't remember him
A
saying
little
that.
bit on echo.
I remember him saying some stuff
No, you're
about
good.
pictures or something,
No,
but I don't remember. Like,
Or I might be echoing from your end,
Like-
maybe. I don't know.
damn, dude.
No, I
Was
don't
he
hear
saying there
you
was
echo.
nude pictures?
I'm echoing. I'm gonna leave. I'll be back after.
Damn. Horrible, Mike.
Let's see if I'm echoing.
Word. No, I'm not going to get monetized.
Yeah, I heard myself. Here's an echo.
If there's any ladies in the bushes,
Ooh,
come on up.
nice. Jeff's in trouble too then.
What do you mean you just went to
Ready
bed,
misinformations.
Mr. B?
Every time Rui's around, people go to bed. All right, let's skip around. Let's look for some drama.
Is that on my?
Is that on
Not
my
TMZ.
pillow?
So sorry. Do you see it, Spike? Say it.
Say it, Spike. Say it.
Naivete?
Naivete.
Naivete. I think they're
That-
still talking about
that-
Jeffrey.
Oh,
Let's skip around. I want to see if they replay
Um,
some of the
And
video.
again, that's fine. If you're not willing to accept and respect who I am, that's one thing.
Oh, she's hooked
but
on this.
don't
Yep. She's hooked on
have
this.
feelings for me because you don't like me 48 hours later and make this another fake lie about me. Lying is harm.
I
Lying.
well, and that's why I always call myself a truthist, even though it's probably a misuse of that word, but
Truther, you're a truther.
Truthishly.
yeah, I'm a truther. And I see even that doesn't that actually have a different definition? Because I'm not.
Yes, I know. I'm just joking. Yeah.
No, I'm joking on
Yeah, but
myself because I call
schizophrenic
myself a
can be a
truther, but
truther.
isn't that something to do with like flat Earth or something? I don't know.
No, it has to do with being
Weird conspiracy
schizophrenic.
theory shit, I think.
You got to be schizophrenic to
But
be
I'm a warrior of honesty. How's that?
some kind of bipolar.
But so that's
I didn't know she
like
had a
I don't even
handle.
really want to talk about MC, but I will just because this is where I publicly.
Who's MC?
There's a lot of white
Oh, Mike Cerrone.
stuff happening on that channel too, Spike.
A lot of what? A lot of what stuff?
Oh, truthers
we
are
won't
not.
talk like it's fine, we won't talk about it, but I agree with some of the stuff that is being said in your chat, and I don't think it's being said out of like that's not a joke. I don't think they're joking by saying that.
What,
I
that they hate
absolutely agree
women?
with them. Misogyny, absolutely,
No, they're
absolutely.
not joking about that.
Um,
They really don't respect you
I
or
have
your
another
opinions or anything.
interesting component about the
It's part of his
conversation, but
autism.
I don't want to devolve it. I know you like
Oh,
Jeff.
please
I'm not
devolve
here
it.
bashing on
Please
Jeff.
devolve it.
I would say anything I say here to his face.
I'd say LA Spike likes Mike Cerrone. He was like, I don't want to talk about MC. He didn't want to say his name. But he's been letting you just talk mad shit about Jeffrey. So I think he's open to that. I think Jeffrey done like pissed him off a little bit, or I think he would have been like, oh, let's not be talking too much about Jeffrey. But also she has some grievances to file against Jeffrey right now. And his autism's not going to get him out of this one, is it?
No, I'll pause whatever I was going to say, but no, continue,
okay.
please.
So
Open through, free to voice your mind.
Nice.
yeah,
And
so
to copy AC a little bit real quick,
Well, go get him, Nick.
the
Go
comments
get
and
him.
expressions of those who are on panel may or may not actually
we need
reflect
an
those
end.
of the
We need
chat
an
and
agent
host
on
of the
the
channel.
inside.
Something like that.
oh,
Nintendo.
oh my God, Spike. Now I'm pissed because you said AC, and people are gonna say that I hang out with AC and make all these lies. No, just
Liliana
kidding.
hangs out with
Just
AC.
kidding. I'm just kidding. You know how YouTube works. I'm just kidding.
I
but
don't.
You know.
I have
Love
a.
you,
I wish.
love you,
No.
AC. I like AC.
Oh no, AC is the shit show.
Yeah, but yes, he is with a Y, by the way.
Jokes.
Someone put his channel in the chat. So the comments about Jeff's, can I read comments or can I just allude to it?
Oh, please.
No,
what you
please
prefer?
read the comments.
Please read the
Okay.
But
comments.
wait, while you do that, just I'm not.
yeah,
I'm going to be within earshot. I'm just
Comment.
grabbing my hoodie, which is 15 feet away. So go ahead. Please.
Okay. So the comment from M Corny, sorry, you're corny. M Corner Gaming reads, "Just a racist, misogynist liar." So that to me is a very interesting comment. Why I find that interesting is I agree he's a misogynist.
We're all going to be autistic, and
a
we're going to be
liar.
very, very bitchy
Some
and
people will be
upset.
triggered.
We're all going to
because
file
of all
grievances
that.
now.
He did not tell the truth about me. So there's that. And a racist. That is a very,
think up some
very
grievances.
interesting component.
Just joking.
Like
who am I mad at on YouTube?
DEI and his summation of DEI, in my mind, again, this is my opinion, it's not a fact, is that he feels that the DEI was devised by the government to introduce segregation and to make white people hate black people, boycott people. He has said that. What's interesting to me about a statement like that, or what I'm summarizing to how he thinks, my thoughts, my opinions.
It's giving me a virus over.
Is that so? You work in DEI, okay? You feel that it's this weapon
What's
the government has
DEI?
set up to turn the people against the people. But you want inclusivity based on however you present yourself in the world. To me, that's fucking so oxymoronic.
I don't know what she means right now.
DEI is about inclusion. And when we talk about inclusion, I have training on this.
Oh, she
because
means
I
by
work in
skin color?
healthcare. DEI is very important because we
Shit, we
need to
doing
take into
racisms again.
consideration parts of a human being when we have medical treatment for them, right? And that also may include their religion. If they are Muslim, women only can have women physicians. There are certain things that come with
Bottom missionary. Just joking.
ethnic identity, I'm going to say, right? I'm not going to use the word race. And people are going to, again, oh, she's a liberal, crazy girl. I don't give a shit what you call me.
Liberal. Slibby.
So it's about inclusivity for minorities who have, had a lot of adversity. And whatever the DEI is, again, is about inclusivity. And that is not based on ethnicity. That is based on all other things. including what we call any kind of ADA disability needs and or medical needs, and medical needs also include mental health. So I am the person, I don't like to refer to mental health as mental health. Mental health is healthcare. I've said this before. You have a headache, you take Motrin. Your ankle hurts, the doctor gives you fucking whatever. You have a cold, you take antibiotics, right? Again, people might not believe in medicine and science, another discussion, but mental health is healthcare to me. Healthcare takes into consideration DEI because that is part of mental health for some people. Inclusivity is very important.
Pause you real quick.
Yeah.
Say that word again.
Diversity,
Inclusivity.
Inclusivity.
equity.
Inclusivity.
Inclusivity. Sorry, I'm getting you back a little bit.
Equity,
No,
equity, inclusion, diversity, equity,
Inclusivity. Yeah.
inclusion.
Okay.
No,
Sorry.
No, I'm
equity.
I
I'm
have
not
a
talking about-
question.
Equity.
I'm not talking about DEI.
I'm gonna look
I'm
up how
talking
to
about the
spell
DEI
this.
in my head because it's inclusivity in my head. Sorry.
No, I mean, no. I'm pretty sure I have a question mark. I think it's inclusivity.
It's equity.
That's how
It's
pronounced it. Very
equity.
important.
It's equity. Diversity, equity, inclusion. It's diversity, equity, inclusion. I went back and I put into the thing, and it says is the quality of being fair and impartial. Equity. Being fair and impartial. The second way it could be used is financially, which is what everybody was thinking of when they heard equity. The value of the shares issued by a company, or the value of a mortgage property after deduction of charges against it. Equity. So it's the same word. It just literally means the equality, the quality of being is the quality of being fair and impartial. So it's your equity is, can you be fair and can you be impartial? I'd be like, yeah, but it could also be, like what your house is worth or some shit, words. I hate them.
Or names.
I got the best ones.
I had to learn words like Namdi Asamoah or
Ooh.
Yakwe.
Equality.
Rudy's in left field
Equality.
again. Love it.
Equality.
So that was my spiel, right?
Well, this word's equity.
Going to
That word is equity.
because I have talked to other people about it because I'm like, it made me think differently. I was like, I never thought that the government set up DEI to reintroduce segregation.
Oh, I got a story. I'll just save it for later. It's not that important. I just heard that car
That's what
skitty and
some
I
people
thought
think
about it
it
right now.
is. And I fucking thought about it.
Saw a car crash earlier, kind of.
But to me, that's preposterous. Because I work in healthcare, where
Jeff
DEI
hates
is
it.
very important.
Jeff hates it. Speaking of Jeff, let's go check on Jeff. I saw they had Jack Talcott. And Jack Talcott's usually not up this late, so this should be interesting. I wanted to see him over on Genix Jeffries. Let's go check that out real quick. This is getting a little boring, so we can skip around. This is live, so it'll be more
Being employees of our government to
Entertaining.
keep secrets
Mr. P
in the
up
name
there.
of national
Mr. P's
security.
up there.
And then
No,
what
we
do they
get it,
do?
Jack.
There we
It's-
go.
It's,
There we
way
go.
beyond.
Yes, and
you
I
know,
can look
like
at
no,
Jeffrey.
we're gonna make everybody honest overnight, and everyone's just gonna be like, you know what, we all fucked up. Let's change everything back to
Stop making
peacetime and no war. It's
How about we stop making oppression legal?
Let's see if Mr.
so I
P
actually
gets
like
picked.
Jeff's comment here, not
I didn't know.
Jeff,
See if Mr.
but
P
it's
gets
Jeff and Doug's Cheapwood. I
Yes,
love
sir.
this because this is actually something I could see happening.
different dog
If
shop
we took
woods
the
and play
primal
video games.
energy and focused it on something less destructive like sports, curb the desire for war, but not necessarily that, but like,
This is entertaining.
wouldn't it be like
Man, I wish
like
I could
better
make
if
this
like
bigger,
wars
though.
were settled over like
Maybe
some like
Oh, okay, that's good.
death
like
game
that.
or something, or
Yeah,
like
'cause
Squid
we
you know,
get
Games.
space.
yes, exactly, like some
Death
extreme
game?
competition where you don't have to fight for years and kill a bunch of people, but like the loser
you'd have
gets
to
what they
get all
want.
the
I mean, the
nations
winner gets what they want.
to agree. Like if all the world
Sure.
leaders agreed, we could start doing it that way. But how are you going to get Putin and
Nobody gives a fuck what
Jinping and all
Putin's
those
doing.
people to
Everyone
agree
hates
to that?
Putin. Fuck Putin. They don't give a shit what he has to say.
Oh yeah,
Well, he has the
that's what I'm
power to
saying.
wage
Fuck
war, though, so
Putin.
he's part of the.
Who
If we're
cares?
going to
He
end
ain't
war,
waging
he
war
has
with
to be
us.
part of the solution.
All right, well,
No, I get
you
it,
talk to
but I mean-
Putin. I'm not talking to him.
Oh, I'm not talking to him
It'd
either.
be like fuck Putin.
I'd love to.
I doubt he would listen to me.
Yes, and then Jack. Fuck it.
I bet he
And then
would.
Jack.
I bet he'd listen to me because he knows how corrupt the American government is. He knows how foolish the American people are.
Well,
Do you think his is less corrupt?
mm-hmm. So
See,
you want to
that's
go
the thing
talk
of
to a
humanity.
guy?
Everyone makes excuses. Everyone's got excuses. Well, they're not perfect, so I'll just be. I'll be less than they will.
I wasn't.
And it's all
excusing
No, I'm not, I didn't say that at
It's
all.
not
I didn't make
I know,
any
but-
comment about myself because it relates to Putin at all.
Just asked you a question.
I
Jack.
just-
Jeez.
Made an observation about him. It's not an excuse
Oh, he
about
is-
my own.
Right. I'm not saying he's righteous by any means either.
To be
But
like Baruli though, Jack.
I can understand
Dude,
why he is
he got
sending
mad
his
when I
men
said better
into
dead than
combat.
red. He got mad.
I mean,
Lawrence,
He
Same
got
here.
mad.
I can
mad.
understand it too.
It was pretty funny.
Ukraine is a strategic need for that country, both in
But they
location.
they became an independent country again.
Oh, I get it's not right, but like you have to understand his motive behind wanting to do what he's doing.
the American government guaranteed Russia that NATO would not infringe further or closer because that's the entire existence of NATO is to fight Russia, fight communism. So what's NATO do? It's recruiting everyone right around Russia's borders. It would be like like Russia.
That
No.
didn't happen until they invaded.
God,
No, that's not true.
Okay,
That is not
you are
true at
so
all.
misinformed, dude.
Well, we made a
It's okay. You
deal
don't have
with
to, you just gotta
Ukraine.
educate him.
If
That's all.
they
People
if
wanna
they
be
gave us
part of it,
their
though.
nukes,
But the problem is that a lot of the people, when NATO's out there, like, hey, do you guys want to be part of NATO? Are you willing to give up all this shit and start living like us and having all the companies and regular clothes and shit, maybe cell phones and stuff, you know? They're like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. We'd love to be better connected, even though Elon's doing all the satellite stuff. So pretty soon he's gonna take over the phone industry in a weird way. Dude, Elon is crazy. I just thought about that. With all the satellites, he's gonna offer satellite phone service, dude. Like, and I imagine that's just gonna be amazing. But the sad thing is that like people can damage the satellites when they fly over their countries or something. I'm guessing if they want to, which probably be illegal and worthy of starting a war, but I don't know. I don't know, man. You never know. Anyway,
that we would provide assistance to them to keep them from being overtaken by Russia.
still drawing Jeffrey. That's why
Kane
I'm
has a good
off
point.
screen.
I can't read it.
He has very low eyebrows.
Is Russia where the communist threat is coming from, though? Not the communist threat to America. I don't think.
Sure it is.
Yeah.
Unless
Russia's
it's
always
coming
been
from
considered
like
an enemy.
propaganda that they're feeding into, but I don't think I think that's coming from within America.
The
Russia's always been an enemy of, or an opposition to the U.S.
I grew up in the
always.
Cold War.
Always.
Tell me.
not always.
Even in World War
we were
II,
allies. The
they
US
weren't really allies. Trust me. They did it because they had to.
No, I don't trust you, Chuck.
He's got a nice voice. I trust him.
All you gotta do is go look in the history.
Okay, no. I'm
Well,
not having this passive aggression between the two of you today. So which one do I take off?
What happened?
Hey,
If
I'll
you,
quit.
if
Are you referring to me?
quit.
the rules are no different for you guys than anyone
Have a
else,
good
you have
night.
to be able to come up and respect people on the panel.
What happened?
Wait, I
If
missed
you
what
can't
happened. Why are
manage
you
your
dumping
passive
people?
aggression, don't come up when the
Live,
person
Mike,
you
live,
have
Mike.
it
Go
for is
to
on the
Mike.
panel.
Go, Mike. Go. Go, Mike. Go.
All
Get
right,
out
it'll
of
be
there,
just
Mike.
us until more
I
people
just I
show
missed
up.
what happened. Maybe I'm.
They have a rivalry between them that's
Oh.
been going on for years, just like
Okay.
Cerrone and the other guys. You know how
Good,
Mike's
good,
detractors come up and try to
good.
be on a panel with him, but
Jack,
they
come
can't
up here.
contain
I'll
their
let
aggression.
your
They
ass
have
come
those
up
two
here
have
and
the same
talk
thing.
mad shit, Jack.
Oh,
Come
got
up
it.
here and
And
talk.
Okay.
I'm
Talk
tired of
all the
that here.
nonsense.
It's messing
Drive
up
in the little
the
corner.
quality of the conversations that we've been having. And I
It's
want to
all
get back to
forehead.
that. Speaking of
All
peace,
forehead.
that's my version of contributing to peace. So if
Oh.
you're going to advocate peace, model it when you're on the panel, like
Mhm.
both of you.
I thought it was the little
Yeah.
jokes that
I
Mr.
get
P
where
was
Talcott's
making.
coming
I was
from,
like,
but
crap.
his
Anything
like,
to get
I mean,
kicked
it's
out.
I grew up with
it's just
John Lennon. I know
yeah.
Imagine, the Imagine album and all that stuff. I get the
I just
vision.
would-
It's
I
just
just-
it's about as realistic then as it is
Mercy
now.
was
Thank
here.
you. Yeah. This is way too far off.
I want to buy the world a Coke. I grew up with all of that.
Is a modern day Martin Luther
Untrackable,
King,
what you
right?
got going?
Their business are burning.
I'm sorry
and
with whatever just
napalm.
happened.
Fill in there.
I guess I was in my own head,
Something.
Oh,
thinking
that's
about
fine.
a work.
Sometimes that's the best place to be.
Seeds of hate.
I was thinking about a work situation, and
Jeffrey ruined.
I wasn't listening to a single word. That's why I was on mute, because it was
Right.
like, hey,
That was
what if I
good.
start talking to
That was
myself or
interesting.
something? You know?
Oh.
Untrackable is like that guy that like witnesses like a murder and then goes into shock and he's
See
like,
how
"Did I forget
far,
the milk?"
or not how far,
Shit, I
how
forgot
long
the
was
milk. I
Jack
gotta-
up there?
I gotta get the milk, don't I?
Jack was up
Okay.
there for a while.
They're just like,
Let's go back to
like,
when Jack
go-
started then. Since
Community
Jack,
to suffer for that. I am not a
Jack was actually up there for like 40 minutes, it looks like, before he left, and we kind of came in right when he left. So let's go ahead and start when he was up there. So him and Mr. P up there. And if it's boring, we'll just go back to Liliana talking shit.
associating with that.
We'll see how it goes.
That's good.
Hey,
That's
Jack.
your decision.
Plans.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Don't,
and I
you
don't
shouldn't
judge
have to
you
make
for-
any reasons for
Well, I
for
just
that,
feel
you
like
know?
that was what this conversation was all about.
Oh no, dude. And I guess maybe it's my
Reasons.
fault. Maybe I'm coming off in a way that is like
Reasons.
I'm more just trying to give you perspective. That's all.
But I'm just saying
Because-
there's no perspective that makes that okay for me. None. There's zero
So,
perspective
totally fine.
that's going to ever erase that from me.
As long as you don't judge me for being there,
I don't.
that's-
Not at
really
all. I don't
care.
even. I didn't even know you were associated. In my mind, I
Yeah.
do not associate the two of you at all. Banana is his own little thing floating out there in the Panoverse.
Wait, what? What? Were they talking about me? Wait, what's going on? Wait, let's go back a little bit. Were they talking about me before Father Talcott came up? Did they have a banana talk? I always go up there and harass Jeff. I would, well, not harass him. I just go backstage. And I'm like, Jeff, it's me, and I call him mean names and stuff, you know. And then I put little lies into his head. I'd be like, this person's your enemy, or that person's a troll, or they're gonna just say crazy stuff to him, just to fill his head with crazy lies. So I've been a nuisance to him, kind of, but it's all YouTube fun and games, I guess. He's like, I don't know who to trust. I don't know what's going on. And be like, it was all lies, Jeff. Every single lie. See, when you're lying, you gotta sprinkle in a little bit of truth to make the lies more believable. Maybe like, so which ones are the lies and which ones are the truth? That's triggering. I'm trying to trigger his autism, make him spurg a little. This is probably not going to ever happen. He never spurgs, you guys, never.
Content that don't have their own
And
So let's see where they're.
thing that's going to overcome that.
no, it's
impression.
all good. When
Kane,
did you,
What impression?
and the fact that he didn't even know that was a third rail, like he had no clue not to even get within 10, like 100 yards of it. He like that just disturbs me right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of his streams when he did that, and I'm like, I just
yeah, you bet.
Like that's going to be a line for a lot of people.
We talk
honestly.
shit about you.
It is.
too.
Yeah,
So-
and people have just like that, whoever that was down there. People have come into your chat and said, "Oh, so you're a Chomo supporter, this and that," and I'm like,
shit.
whatever. Your opinion means nothing to me, dude. I'll go wherever I want to. But I'm conflicted when it comes to him. I have a hard time rejecting him 100%.
Are they still talking about me?
transparently.
Do
Holy
what your
shit.
heart.
Holy
You know him better
shit.
than I do. I'm
Hold on.
And at Saul's, Jeff, is that
Hold on.
15 years and being the target of it, I have an
Holy
choosing
shit.
to not watch those people, or
This
I'm
they
choosing
pretty
to
much
disaffiliate myself from those people. So I'm
what the hell? Share your opinions
yeah,
on
like I
you.
said, it's adults making choices. Yes, I have no problem that opinions were shared at
This is
all.
interesting. This is interesting.
In fact,
People are
my grievance
questioning
is not
him.
the video. I don't give
You
a
guys
shit.
got him
If he
all
wants to show
rocking.
people what he
He's
is
all
with that
rocking
video,
and shit.
let him do
He's like, I
that.
don't
It's
care about the video. I don't
my
care about the video. He's got him
what my
rocking.
issue was from the start with
I'm
the people
rocking
from
on the
this
dildo
community
chair
that were
again.
participating in
Shout
that.
outs to
That's
the
where my
dildo
focus
chair.
was, not the video. And I got accused of like, well, if you don't like the video, I don't watch it. I haven't watched the video. And I can choose what to expose myself to or not. Yes, that's what I'm doing. The thing that upset me was not the video, it was seeing people in my community
laugh at it.
And how they felt about the video. And so I am choosing to not watch those people.
Is he
Or
bitching
I'm
about
choosing
Megan
to
right now?
disaffiliate myself from those people.
Oh wait,
So I'm
is he
doing
bitching about
exactly
you
what you're
now?
accusing
Oh,
me
he's
of not
bitching about
doing
you.
in
I
being
thought you
disclosed.
meant Megan when you put me. I was like, oh, is that Megan?
Yes. I'm also I found out people. It's called a shadow worker, and not in the like doing shadow work type of way, but in the sense of what we're observing right here. People tend to
eyebrows.
face. I've been told this by others. By the way, this is not me. That with me, people tend to face their own, like the things about themselves that they normally don't have to face because I don't back down. Like other people, like have a way of adjusting so it doesn't get too intense where that stuff comes out, and with me I don't. So if you're going to project shit onto me, I'm going to make you face, I'm going to put it right back on you,
By
and you're going to be
avoiding it?
faced with your
By
shadow.
avoiding people?
And that's what someone told me when they said you're a shadow worker. And
You're
I
a
have this way
shadow
of
worker.
or I don't even do it consciously, but people have this way of facing the things about themselves that they don't want to face around me, which I think is pretty based for a Satanist.
So you're a based, woke, Satanist, gay, demon summoning, pussy bitch boy. Antlers. Got it. You're definitely not a Satanist. That's probably why you got kicked out of the Satanist club. You know, they weren't too woke. They're just like, you're not a fucking Satanist. You're like, come on, guys. I put things in my butt. I got antlers. I'm not a Satanist. And they're like, let's go do some evil shit. And you're like, evil's bad. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't no fucking Satanist. And they probably smacked him and he liked it because he's a little bitch. You know?
I do. People that's where people are going wrong. This is what people are getting wrong about me. Oh, okay. I'll bring him just a second. Sorry.
I got another strawberries and cream.
They
Strawberries
think
and cream.
that when I'm having these big heightened emotions and overreacting, whatever they want to call it,
blueberry
that
violet.
there's not
Blueberry
also a
violet.
Vulcan in me at the same time, being completely
Right, the
coldly
blueberry
logical.
violet, right? I
and-
smoke a lot of the strawberries.
just like Spike
Save that
at
for
the
tomorrow.
same time as the emotion. They think because that's what I'm saying. There's a bias or prejudice against emotion that it somehow impairs rationality. I could take an IQ test
Mhm.
in the middle of a strong emotion and still get the same IQ score that I would any other time.
Okay. Want to take one while you're
So
doing
there
lunch?
is a Vulcan there, and people think that because inner Vulcan, that's the key. People think that because I'm emotional, I'm no longer capable of logic,
a
and that's just
Vulcan.
not true.
He's
I've
a
demonstrated it
Vulcan.
over and over.
Is that a Star Trek reference, like the Vulcan thing where they do like the little peace sign and they're like, I don't have emotion or whatever. I don't have feelings. Me no have feelings because of my autism. It make me Vulcan to dildo chair.
Over and over.
Makes sense. It checks out. Checks out.
Hey, Kane. Exactly. Yes. I'm so jealous of people with real lives.
Oh shit.
I look forward
Who
to
said
one.
that?
All right, let's welcome
Here we
Mr.
go.
P.
There we go. They're down the banana talk.
Yo, what up, man?
They got P,
What's
but I
going
can
on?
wait. I gotta get
Hey, were you talking about the? I just saw you were live and jumped up. But were you talking about the senior citizen
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Saul
starting
video?
with Saul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit
Fire
pissed me
with
off. Actually, I left probably an over aggressive comment on there because of that.
Nah,
but-
whether you're right. Oh,
Yeah.
it's Mr. P.
Yeah,
Mad.
I had the same reaction.
Wah, wah, wah.
I don't
wanted to
mind.
show
I
some
don't. I don't
support.
know. Like he was M corner gaming. I had to block him. He was having more or less
He didn't see it.
intelligent discussions for a while. He came in one day, just an attack mode, just attacking me from the comments over just like he's
Everybody's
doing in these
banned.
videos. He switched from
Everybody, Mike
reasonably
to
able to
Father
have a
Calcott.
dialogue to this
Father
rabid,
Calcott
like
is a good home.
animalistic
You could pretty much
aggression
do
toward me
anything
for
you
whatever I
want
said
there,
off of
you
him. And he's
guys.
been in that mode ever since. So he came in here chatting under that mode, and I had
So Jack Talk usually goes live from let's say 5 hours earlier than it is right now. So for me, that'd be around like 1:30 p.m. Or 1:23 p.m. You know, but like 6 hours from or before now, that's when he usually goes live. It's around 1:30 p.m., 2:30 p.m. sometimes. And he pretty much lets everybody come up and just say anything. Like I've heard people say the N word, doesn't bat an eye. There's people calling him all kinds of mean names, doesn't know him. He's just like, can't we just find love and peace? And I guess, like, I don't know, it's pretty fun sometimes. There's some good stuff there. I'm waiting for Mike to end up over there. Mike will end up over there too. Once he drives everybody away, he's just going to turn on fucking Jeffrey and go where all the people are.
to block it, and then that's when the video started.
Okay, so
Paul
Saul
Cannons
was
are
this
the
is
spot.
your,
He's the
you're talking
spot.
about
That's what
senior
it is.
citizen
Yeah,
Saul.
slash M Corner Gaming.
Slash bananas.
Oh, senior citizens M corner. I didn't actually know that.
That's what I've been told.
Oh, he's a motherfucker. This guy.
He's a hateful leftist. He comes from the
He
hateful
is.
left, where they have
Yeah.
this really distorted view of everybody not on the left, and they're rabidly hateful, like borderline tanky hateful.
Yeah.
But why people that everybody likes, like Angel, Liliana, Flaky Jake, why all those people want to go swim in that cesspool that he's creating? That is what my issue is, not him.
Are you mystified by it, or are you just?
Yes.
Yes.
It was a lot of
what's
cognitive
mystifying it?
dissonance between what I see from them on here and then what I see from them on that channel. Not so much Flaky Jake. I had Flaky Peg from the start.
Oh, good, because I didn't at first. I actually thought she was pretty cool, and then she kind of just surprised me.
After living up here for 15 years and being the target of it, I have an eye for passive aggression.
Yeah. But I think you had your eyes closed, but I wanted to show a little support for you, bud.
Wow. Hang on. Let's get a feature.
Sam brought this out when you were starting to stream. She's like, "Oh, we got to show him this." So,
oh my god!
I can't attach it to my head, so sorry, bud. But you know,
I'm gonna get a pair of ruins as soon as I find them.
But no, Saul has been M Corner. He's I don't know. He's always not been. I wouldn't say always, but basically they used to live at Banana's channel.
Oh, well, say no more. Like,
but I actually listen.
Say no more.
I have no issue with Banana. He probably very misunderstood person. I think
I think he's going to end up behind bars pretty soon.
Well,
I really do. I'm putting as much distance between me and that little perv freak as I possibly can.
So I didn't see what happened.
He's just a sick little piece of work, and I think he's not even aware of it. That's what makes it so disturbing.
I don't know, dude. I just known him for a while, and like I feel like he just he enjoys the shock value of some of the shit that he says, and then it I think he just hit a level, he crossed a threshold.
He's an adult making choices.
No, but he crossed a threshold that I think he now realizes was too far. But he just was on a.
But I don't trust him not to do it again. If he didn't know, that's such an obvious threshold for most normal human beings.
Yeah.
And if he was unaware that was a threshold, I don't trust him about anything. I don't trust him not to know some other threshold and do it again. He is just chaos to me. He is not worth taking a risk on.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
If you didn't realize that was a threshold, dude, you need to stay far away from normal society.
I'm really conflicted with Banana because I've been through really good times with him, and I've been through times where he's come at me and my wife, and then we've come full circle.
And he
has
kids.
When he was when I was being attacked, he kind of showed support. So I have a hard time just condemning him. I just kind of see him for what he is. And that was my comment at Saul's, Jeff, is that, you know, I don't really want to hate people because they make terrible decisions or they have
No,
these
I
like
don't
crazy
hate. It's not
flaws.
hate. The hate's coming
Yeah.
from them. I have no hate.
I'm not
I have
saying
no
you.
malice.
No, I'm not saying you, but I do see a lot of people that are you know, coming after him, and I kind of just see Banana for who he is. I see a lot of people
Yeah,
for who they
I do
are. I
too.
see Jeff.
That's why I leave him
I see
alone.
you for who you are, and I don't care if you have flaws or you make mistakes. It is what it is. That's we're human beings, man. So I just try to accept everybody for who they are, and if I can get along, great. If not, whatever. It's all good.
I
It's,
see you, Mr. P. He's always been a respectable panelist here. So that's all I ask. He's able to come here and respect my channel.
Yeah,
So
no,
I don't
I'm
care.
not.
I don't care where he hangs out after here.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't hang out there. I'm telling you literally that I've done that. You know, I've had a lot of great times at his channel, but then I've had to boot him off my own channel because of some crazy shit that he said.
I had
you
to
know?
private a video because I was so worried that the police were going to knock down my door any moment and snatch my computer. It was so graphic.
Why? Whoa, what?
Blatantly
Huh?
admitting the stuff he does on Monkey in very graphic ways.
Oh yeah, the monkeys just went left, dude. I don't know why he's on Monkey, dude. It's just I don't get it.
And the fact that he didn't even know that was a third rail, like he had no clue not to even get within 10, like 100 yards.
Wait.
Come full circle,
And
and
he
then
has
when,
kids.
Wait, what
and
did I
when
miss?
he was
What did I
you
miss?
know,
What
when
did
I was
miss?
being
Hold
attacked, he like kind of
Hold on. I missed.
very misunderstood person.
He's
Hold
doing
on.
these videos. He switched face. I'm gonna put it right back on you, and
Sorry.
you're gonna be
I
faced
just
with your
got
shadow.
back. I just got
And
back.
that's what someone told me when
I'm
they said you're.
sorry. I'm sorry, but I did not think it was gonna be that good. Like it just like right when I got back, I saw all the stuff they were saying. I was like, oh, this is
A shadow worker. And
good.
I have this
Skip
way
ahead.
of,
Let's skip right here. Skip ahead. Skip ahead. Let's skip to where they start talking about me. I just want to hear this. Like, even though Jeff's trying to ignore that I exist, it's not working, Jeffrey. It's not working, is it? Haha. What does Mike say? I'm very polarizing, ain't I? Damn it. Now I gotta figure out where it was again. Somewhere around here. Boop. Stupid thing never working right. Me and Banana are going to oh shit, are we going to prison? He's like, I called the cops.
Talking about the, I just saw you were live and jumped up. But were you talking about the senior citizen
Here we go. Here we
Saul video?
Fuck, are we going to prison?
Yeah, that
now?
shit pissed me off. Actually, I left
Fuck.
probably an over aggressive comment on there because of that. But
Womp,
Oh,
womp,
he knows.
womp.
yeah,
yeah,
But,
I had the same reaction. I think
just
I don't
wanted to
mind.
show some
I don't
support.
know. Like he was M Corner Gaming. I had to block him. He was having more or less
He didn't see it.
intelligent discussions for a while. He came in one day, just an attack mode, just attacking me from the comments over just like he's doing in these videos. He switched from reasonably able to have a dialogue to this rabid, like animalistic aggression toward me for whatever I set off at him. And he's been in that mode ever since. So he came in here chatting under that mode and I had to block it.
We threatened.
And that's
Oh
what the video-
shit! Wait. I did too. I was like, I'm gonna kill you, Jeffrey. I mean, I said that to him though. I don't remember saying I'm gonna kill you, Jeffrey. You know, like that. I don't remember that.
okay. So Saul was. This is you're talking about
Apparently.
senior citizen.
Yeah.
Saul?
Nobody
/M
take
corner.
that out of context and scare
Oh,
him.
senior citizens M corner. I didn't actually know that.
That's what I've been told.
Oh, he's a motherfucker.
We're
this guy.
gonna get him.
He's a hateful leftist. He comes from the
He
hateful
is.
left,
Oh
where they
my
have this
God.
really
Oh
distorted
my
view of
God.
everybody.
Oh my god, because of the fucking cartoon thing, bro. Because of the fucking cartoon thing, we're talking about like him hunting in the woods and somebody goes hunting and pulls like a Dick Cheney thing and shoots him, and apparently it hits him in the neck. It's a bow and arrow and it hits him in the hateful eight. It's just me and my other personalities
Not on the
going
left,
crazy.
and they're rabidly hateful, like borderline tanky hateful.
Yeah.
But why people that everybody likes, like Angel, Liliana, Flaky Jake, why all those people want to go swim in that that cesspool that he's creating. That is what my issue is, not him.
Are you mystified by it, or are you just
Yes.
what's
It was a lot of cognitive dissonance between what I see from them on here
Mystified?
and then what I see from them on the
Look
channel.
that up.
Not so much Flaky Jake. I had Flaky Peg from the
That's
start.
not mystified.
Oh, good, because I didn't at first. I actually thought she was pretty cool, and then she kind of surprised me.
After living up here for 15 years and being the target of it, I have an eye for passive aggression.
Yeah. But I think you had your eyes
I
closed, but I
definitely
wanted to show a little support for you, bud.
Utterly bewildered.
Hang on, let's get.
So mystified means utterly bewildered or perplexed. Oh my gosh! I'm pretty sure that's a real dead animal's antler. We all know Mr. P loves killing raccoons. Just joking.
Get a feature.
Sam brought this out when you were starting to stream. She was like, "Oh, we gotta show him this."
Well, I mean,
I can't attach it to my head, so
Oh,
sorry,
no.
bud. But
he got set up for. He's like,
gonna-
"Were you
I'm gonna get a pair of
mystified?"
boots. This is the
I
final-
was mystified. I was.
but no, Saul has been well, M
Corner.
Corner. He's I don't know. He's always not been. I wouldn't say always, but basically they used to live at Banana's channel.
Oh, well, say no more.
Ooh.
Like,
But I actually listen.
say no more.
I have no issue with Banana. He probably very misunderstood person. I think he's got some-
I think he's going to end up behind bars pretty soon.
well,
I really do. I'm
yeah,
putting as
I-
much distance between me and that little perv freak as I possibly can.
Perv freak?
so I didn't
He's
see what
just a
happened.
sick little piece of work, and I think he's not
Yeah.
even aware of it. That's what makes it so disturbing.
I don't know, dude. I just known him for a while, and like I feel like he just he enjoys the shock value of some of the shit that he says, and then it like
no.
I think he just hit a level like he crossed a threshold.
He's
that-
an adult making choices.
no, but he crossed a threshold that I think he now realizes was too far. But he just was like on a.
But I don't
rampage
trust
where
him
he could
not to do
say
it again. If he didn't know,
anything
like
he
that's
wanted
such an obvious threshold for most normal human beings. And
Yeah.
if he didn't, if he was unaware that was a threshold,
Excuses.
I don't trust him about anything. Like I don't trust him not to know some other threshold and do it again. Like he is just chaos to me. He is not worth taking a risk on.
Yeah.
No way.
No. It's,
If you didn't realize that that was a
I am
threshold,
chaos.
dude, you
Yeah.
need to stay far away from normal society.
I am just chaos that cannot be allowed regular society. These are quotables. Somebody told me my daughter was some kind of thing. I forget. I think it was on that flat earther guy. There's another quotables. I feel like you are just not fit for society. It says the blue-eyed Satanist, the blue-eyed gay Satanist that's rocking back and forth in his chair wearing fucking antlers that never goes outside in the world and alienating himself from everybody in the community because he's so bitchy and weird and autistic. And look at they're here. The police are here. I was just kidding. That's a fire truck.
I'm really conflicted with
I
Banana because I've been through really good times with him, and I've been through like times where he's come at me and my wife, and then we've come full circle.
And he
And
has
then
kids.
when he
Kid.
was
Kid.
you know, when I was being attacked, he like kind of showed support. So I have a hard time just condemning him. I just kind of see him for what he is, and that was my comment at Saul's, Jeff, is that you know I don't really want to hate people because they make terrible decisions or they have
No, I
these
don't- I
like
don't
crazy
hate. It's not
flaws.
hate.
Mhm.
The hate's coming
Yeah.
from them. I have no hate.
I'm
I
not
have
saying
no
you.
malice.
No, I'm not saying you, but I do see a lot of people that are you know coming after him, and I kind of just see Banana for who he is. I see a lot of people for who they
I do
are. I
too.
see Jeff.
So I leave it
I see
alone.
you for who you are, and I don't care if you have flaws or you make mistakes. It is what it is. That's we're human beings, man. So I just try to accept everybody for who they are, and if I can get along, great. If not, whatever. It's all good.
I
Just,
see you, Mr. P. He's always been a respectable panelist here. So that's all I ask. He's able to come here and respect my channel.
Yeah,
So
no,
I don't
I'm
care.
not.
I don't care where he hangs out
I
after.
could
me.
have did that.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't hang out there. I'm telling you literally that I've done that. You know, I've had a lot of great times at his channel, but then I've had to boot him off my own channel because of some crazy shit that he said.
I had
you
to
know?
private a video because I was so worried that the police were going to knock down my door any moment and snatch my computer. It was so graphic.
What?
Why? Whoa!
What?
Blatantly
Huh?
admitting the
What?
stuff he does on Monkey in very graphic ways.
Oh yeah, the monkeys just went left, dude. I don't know
Think of
why.
the
it's not-
children. Think of the children.
And the fact that he didn't even know that was a third rail, like he had no clue not to even get within.
Monkey is a website for adults. You gotta be at least 18 to get on the website. Are these kids just in the place they shouldn't be? I don't know, but if they are, they're seeing penises, vaginas, fucking advertisements for porno. Just clicking through the thing, you just see random shit like that. So, I mean, me saying mean things is definitely not the worst thing happening to those kids, right? Well, not in that playground. I mean, it might be shocking to you guys, but it's pretty hardcore over there, and I don't know why those kids are there. They shouldn't even be there. They're not supposed to be there, and they shouldn't be there. Think of the pair. Won't somebody think of the pair? Or somebody just get them off that website, or maybe if they can't regulate the website, then they should get shut down. I mean, I don't know. You know, if they can't control their shit, it's supposed to be 18 plus though. So don't act like I'm not somewhere. You know, I'm not like on TikTok trying to chat with people through like lives and shit. That'd be crazy.
10 like 100 yards of it. He like that just disturbs me right there.
Jeff has a monkey
Yeah.
account. I'm
I
gonna
seen
be
a
on
couple of
monkey
his
with
streams
Jeff.
when he did that, and
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I just was like, bro,
Like that's
Again-
gonna be a line for a lot of people. Honestly, it's definitely a line for me.
Yeah,
So,
and people have just like that, whoever that was down there. People have come into your chat and said, "Oh, so you're a Chomo supporter, this and that," and I'm like, whatever. Your opinion means nothing to me, dude.
Get in trouble
I'll
for
go
things
wherever I
I
want
do.
to. But
You
I,
must pay for
I'm
things I
conflicted when
do.
it comes to him. I have a hard
Like-
time rejecting him 100%.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
transparently.
Do what your
Aw.
heart. You know I'm better
Yeah.
than I do. I'm looking out for A, my
I am
channel.
the
and
chaos.
B,
That's
what the little that I did see from him was enough. Like
Well-
there's nothing that's gonna overcome that
no,
impression.
it's all good. When
Kane,
did you,
what A
Wait, but he kicked me off because somebody wrote something in the back when I was on his panel. Ashley Decker came up and wrote something in the back, and I read it, and I was like, it says, and I just started reading it, what it said, and he kicked me off. He kicked her, or he didn't have her up. She was just backstage writing things, I think. And then I started reading them, and I got kicked off for that. And then he just took it all down, I guess, and said, "Oh, it was so graphic that I was reading the comments in the back thing, you know, just reading the things." Anyway,
ableist?
we did talk about him doing Hulu, like before that even happened. He was like telling me about the Hulu stuff where he watched Hulu and became a Satanist, and we were talking about that. But then Ashley Decker came back and wrote something, and I just read it and got kicked off. And then he took it down because he's afraid he's gonna get in trouble or something. I don't know.
I don't know what this refers to.
When did you meet him?
Oh,
by the
shown
way?
not to pass.
I've only seen him like maybe 3 or 4 times.
That's
I
a
think
lie.
He showed up
That's
when
a lie.
with the Mike crowd when Mike showed up.
That's a lie. I show up constantly in his back chat. I even waved to him. I'm like, "Hey, it's me," and I just write mean messages. I see Jeff at least once a day, actually. I just write him little snarky messages each day because he never lets me out.
He started showing up with that crowd.
Mhm.
And then he came on by himself one day, and me and him started talking, and I'm like, dude, I can't even keep this. I had to end the stream, put it private, and start a new stream, and never let him into my life again. It was
Yeah.
so fucking disturbing.
What?
Well, what's
All we
interesting
talked about was
is
you be the
a couple times I've watched your stream through his channel.
Apparently
'cause he
these were
he
lies.
restreams you
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
I'm a lot of people's content that don't have their own.
Yeah,
Mm,
and so it's
that's
he's
what I heard
definitely
over there.
interested in you.
Oh, you think
A
so?
lot of people are.
You think so? You
Yeah,
think
I'm not
so?
surprised.
What about this scream's interested in him?
So what's going on with you tonight?
Come on, look at this.
I just got home from work.
Look at this. I'm working on this.
About to relax a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, Kane. Oh, I do. Wait, hang on. I do need to address
Yeah.
this.
What do you
Kane's
think?
right. Yes, it is. I think Banana is autism. I think whatever
Thank
is going on with
you.
him, I
Thank
think it's
you.
mostly the autism.
P. Diddy in the corner. You say I wrote P. Diddy.
That
down?
doesn't mean that doesn't excuse.
I
Like
think
I can
it's
still. There are
autism.
autistic people that I do not want to be around. My ex was an
There's
autistic
autistic
sociopath,
people I
probably
don't wanna
because of his
be around.
autism, but
They're
he was a fucking
autistic, and
disturbing
they're
human being that I do not want in my
disturbing.
life.
Their autism
So
is
autism is
bad.
not like a free
Your
pass
ex is
where
dead now.
shitty people get to
Dad.
be in your life just
See?
because they have autism.
This is why he
That's
died. You hated him.
you. We still have free association here in
I
America. I can
learned.
choose the
Okay,
people
I
I want to
learned
affiliate
this.
with or
I
not,
learned
even
this.
if they're
I learned
autistic,
this. His
without being able.
definitely got. The
If I were at a business and Banana came,
I feel like his ex definitely got the AIDS because he said it was an autoimmune something disease. And I think that just means like AIDS or something, right? Or whatever Magic Johnson got. I mean, if they had Magic Johnson money, that dude'd still be alive. But now he's saying he hates that guy. He's like, you hate me. I'm like, oh, now I'm thinking you hate me because I remind you of your dead gay ex. Or he had the bad kind of autism, the kind that I don't like. It's so anti-gay Satan. I am the Antichrist apparently now. And he's like, and Satan's like, no. He's like, I am Antler Satan. And I'm like, okay. Autoimmune disease. All right, whatever it is. He popped his cherries. He's popping cherries. So here popping cherries.
came in and I didn't serve him because he's Banana, that would be ableist. I would serve Banana.
Thank you.
If I saw him at a business.
Oh, thank you. I'd make you serve me a little bit.
Super, he might as well have verbally. he
I'd
did
make
the
him.
verbal equivalent of. Everybody's autistic to me.
Banana autistic.
Do you think he's? Let me ask you this. Do you think he's
Banana's
neurotypical?
autistic.
He did the verbal.
What are these
equivalent.
comments? Where are these comments here? What were the comments? We'll see.
In the sense of the word.
I guess I skipped
Do you
them.
think he's neurotypical?
All right. We'll go back to it.
Oof,
What did he do with that?
that's a tough question.
No,
And
we-
the thing, if he wouldn't have kids, like the fact that he has kids, it makes my skin
one
crawl
kid?
more.
Well, in the sense of what, that he's going to raise somebody like
In
him?
the
Is that
sense
what
of
you're worried
him,
about?
that he does, like his sense of boundaries, I guess, just his general sense of the world.
I personally believe.
You think I'm gonna go to my daughter and start yelling crazy shit to her because I would find it funny or crazy? No. It's just, I definitely won't be doing that. I definitely won't be yelling crazy shit. It'd be like, do you rock back and forth on your dildo chair in front of your family, Jeffrey? I'm sure you don't. It'd be like, when you're online, you kind of just talk mad shit to people. Just watch out, because some of these autistic people pull up. Barry the Dick Brain pulls up. He says if you come at Jimmy Slavi's, he's gonna get fucking roasted. You don't even look like Jimmy Savile. Savile? I don't know. Is that his name, Jimmy Savile? I thought his name was Jeffrey. So why does he go by Jeff? Why didn't he go by Gen X Jim? Or is his name Barry? Or is this? You're at the wrong channel, Barry. I think you're at the wrong channel. We're expecting a doxing guy, not a random comments that mean nothing to us guy.
Believe that he is in real life, like,
Is that
there's
Jeff?
Banana the streamer, and
Probably.
then there's Banana the father, and
Right.
I people to me are individuals, and they're
Sure.
they're holistic. All of that is him. And if one
All of it. Yep.
part of it is disturbing enough, I don't have to justify why.
Oh, you don't have to, but I mean, you'll get over your little sensitivities and being a bitch. eventually. But I mean, you know, by then the party will be somewhere else.
I don't want to be around somebody
Oh,
that
don't
touches
justify
that third rail. I don't.
What's the
At
third
all.
rail?
Yeah,
He's
don't
an
do that.
adult
The
making
third
choices. If
rail?
he's that,
Why does he keep saying
if
the
his
third
self-awareness, if his awareness, social awareness is that poor, that's his problem. I don't want me or my channel to or my community to suffer for that. I am not associating with that.
That's good.
Hey,
That's
Jack.
your decision. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't,
And I
you
don't
shouldn't
judge
have to
you
make
for-
any reasons
Oh, it's like the
Well, I just
electric
feel like that
rail,
was
I
what this
guess, in
conversation
the
is
train
all
track.
about.
Oh no, dude. And I guess maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm coming off in a way that is like I'm more just trying to give you
I
perspective.
think it's the
that's all.
electric rail.
I just say there's
like
no
the,
perspective that makes
trains.
that okay for me. None. There's zero
So, totally
perspective
fine.
that's going to ever erase that from me.
As long as you don't judge me for being there.
I don't.
that's-
Not at
really
all. I
don't
don't
care.
even. I didn't even know you
He
were
does.
associated. In my mind, I
Yeah.
do not
Oh,
associate
he
with you
will.
at all.
Just wait.
Banana is his own little thing
Thank
floating
you.
out there in the Panelverse. I don't judge you, Mike,
What is this
anybody
one?
else for associating with you. This is a me and my community decision.
Blueberry
That's
violet.
I appreciate
That's the
you.
blueberry
not apply
violet.
to anybody else.
What's the one I smoked?
What's up, Jack?
Hey,
Welcome.
Jack. How'd it go?
That was the
It was
Oreos, I
interesting.
guess. That was
It
the
was
Oreos.
good.
So this is the blueberry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
No, I loved
Okay.
it. Did you
Okay.
did you make some connections? Like, is there going to be future activities?
I always hope.
Oh,
do you feel like they
I
accepted
depressed
you?
when he said that. I always hope. Hello,
Yes,
Joel.
but they don't understand what I'm doing. And
Nobody ever does, Jack.
I mentioned,
Nobody ever
okay, so
does.
Rusty is the guy who talked, and he
Okay, we got like another hour of this at least. Most likely, if all goes well, I still got a blunt and I got a little bit of beer left, so we're gonna do that, and then that'll be well within the time of my bedtime, so we'll all be good. One more day. Tomorrow's my Friday, and then I gets to get up and go hang out with the baby. Well, actually, no, I gotta get up and work tomorrow, and then probably hangs out with the baby and stuff tomorrow evening, and the girlfriend, everybody. And then, you know, in the morning, probably take her go socialize with some of the kids at the freaking thingamajiggy, or you know, like we were taking her there, but she was starting to learn bad habits from the other kids. So we were like, you know, maybe we should not take her there for a while so she could kind of get more socialized normal, because we don't want her learning too much crazy stuff from these kids. Like they'll just throw themselves and cry and be all crazy, and she just thinks it's normal, so she starts doing it. I was like, you don't want too much of that. But anyway, it's either that, take her to the park or something. But if we go to the park, I'm getting me a basketball. You're gonna see me shooting hoops tomorrow. If we go to the park, if we do take her to the park, because we took her to the park last week and it had a basketball court. And if we go back to that park, you're gonna see me shoot some hoops and be like, Kobe. It'd be like I barely jump like an inch off the ground. And Kobe used to jump to shoot and like be like 2.5 feet off the ground, maybe like 3-4 feet off the fucking ground.
He is. He's an inspiring man. He's a great dude.
Jeff is triggered. Jeff is sad. Jeff
But
is little.
what you were talking about, Jeff,
trigger little
you're
bitch,
a shadow
trigger
worker.
little bitch, trigger
I
little
think is the
autism,
term you
autism,
said, right?
bitch.
People
That's
who-
what other people.
shadow.
That's what they've. The term they've given me for it.
Sports.
Dude, I got a
related.
story along those lines for myself. That's what I realized. People get the wrong idea about me. And people in the chapter and other places, they've been intimidated, I guess, and they don't understand me. So I've been trying to get Rusty to have a conversation with me, or any of the members. I've been inviting them to try and join me one time online, see what I'm doing.
See how long this
So,
is on?
Rusty, I'm going to follow up. I was going to follow.
If he flashes his camera, he could stay on.
Skip ahead. I ain't got time for all this bullshit. Come on. Come on.
1981
There it
with the
goes.
UN. And so I didn't know the date and I didn't know the event, but the local members, the local chapter sent me an invite. And today there's a small little peace rally here in Spokane. And so to share what we were doing, I saw Jeff was live streaming, and so I popped on, and we had he let our local chapter president share some things about peace and the work of what's going on. So it was a wonderful opportunity in my mind. You know, Jeff was he was an instrument for being able to share what I feel is important. You know, and
Yeah, I helped him get his message out, but
Yeah.
it's on this channel, so hopefully it works.
And what is the message specifically?
Peace,
Oh.
like world.
Just peace in general. Okay.
Yeah, it's
There
veteran.
you
They
go.
want they feel like we're losing the concept of peace in general. Like nobody even knew today was International Day of Peace. Like even that should be knowledge. Like let's have one day out of the year where we all at peace.
At work, it's like preparedness month. They were telling us to prepare for things, like be like, hey, you need to have a little bit of a go thing where it's like a thing with flashlights, you know, batteries, like a little bit of food, maybe like a game or two for the kids to play, like little handheld stuff or books or something, you know. Just junk like that in case there's emergency, something happens or there whatever, I don't know. Anyway, and like, yeah. Father Talcott should play basketball against Jeff. Oh man, could you think of it? Could you think of it? I think Jeff would just cry before, like, I think if Jack scores like 1 point, which we know he will, Jeff's going to cry about it. And then the next time the first time he gets the ball, he's not going to be able to score, and he's going to cry about it and quit before Jack even gets to score another point. I think he's that big of a baby.
Acknowledge and celebrate the possibility of peace. So even stuff like that, they're like every year we try to tell people it's Peace Day, and nobody even knows. We can't even get that message out. So they feel like they're losing the concept of peace, and they want this younger generation to know that the world is not just all war. It might seem that way, but
It's
peace
not
can
all
be a
war.
real thing, and just keep that concept.
We're not
alive.
at war though.
Well, isn't peace
Like literally, we're not at war with anybody that I know of. Like we're like the United States is not at war with anybody right now. I mean, if anything, we're just handling some internal stuff right now. We're fighting the wars at home right now. We're not even at war with anybody. I mean, we're sending money places, but we're fighting the wars at home, you know? So that's pretty good. We're in a pretty good place when it comes to being at war. Not so much financially, because inflation and all this shit's like making everything unaffordable to people unless you got a full-time job. Just kidding. But for real though.
peace bad for business?
Well, that's what he was
Working
saying. Like they
with
want less
business.
veterans. They're like, we don't want to keep making veterans. Like we don't want you to have to keep thanking us for our service. We want you to not need our service at some point. So that's why they call themselves Veterans for Peace.
Yeah.
We want to change the old practice. Business as normal? No.
No.
When they've been treating war as a business, that's
So
evil.
I don't want to
He
be
never
negative,
does
but
nothing.
I'm losing hope.
That's my favorite part. I don't want to be negative. That's my favorite part right now. But watch me just destroy your whole idea and tell you how it's not feasible, I guess, or probable, or just anything. And like, oh, he has the little shitting right. Like, okay, give it to me. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for this debate. Debate's on.
For
Debate time.
something like the
There we go.
concept of world peace,
World peace
because
debate.
of
Go.
how
Go,
much
Mr. P.
how much money is made in the in war, both from the manufacturing side to governments, politicians. It just doesn't seem like we're in this like inflationary overspending economy that it seems like that war is just kind of how they
You're right.
pay the bills,
Right?
um
Isn't
Like
that
they
something?
create war specifically
He's talking about like
do you
fucking
think wars
war.
would not happen if they didn't do that, or these wars?
Well, think about it this way: like before
Mr. P's, you
9/11,
ready for this?
you know, when was the last time we were really at war?
Mr. P's a realist.
They were like overseas. I remember things like the Kuwait. Was it the Gulf?
Continuously.
What's that?
It's been continuous conflicts and U.S. involvement in the affairs of other nations.
Sure, but like direct, like U.S., like, you know, I feel like once 9/11 happened, like the Patriot Act came in, and then we just been at continuous, like, you know, war
Hey,
state.
Greg.
Well, what you're describing is the exact
Mr. P's on
problem
their
we need to
panel,
face.
but we'll
Behind
see it
every
eventually.
war is the economic greed and selfishness. I mean, General Smedley Butler, early, when was
Smedley
he? In
Butlers.
the
Smedley
30s,
Butlers.
50s. He was testifying how he,
I should
as
draw his
a
tongue out
military
like that.
leader, had been used
Mhm.
as a mafioso for the corporate racket. War
And you think
is
stuff like that is still like, you don't trust that that's not still going on, something like that.
Oh, it's clearly
Definitely
happening.
going on, yeah.
I don't know,
And this,
You don't
this
think it is, Jeff?
I'm a scared. When people say clearly, I'm like, I don't see it. How clear can it be? Like, if you have to look to see it, it's not clear. I wish they dropped the word clearly at least, because it's not
Fair enough.
clear to all of us.
Maybe we should
People
drop
with
the word
autism.
clearly, but I mean,
It's like we see it. Why don't you see it? And I have no idea what people are even looking at.
well, just look at the conflict with Ukraine and just look at just like the constant, like,
There we go.
But
ratcheting up
reality is always more complex than any picture that any individual
Sure.
human brain could. Like,
but I'm looking at
great
like the
about it.
weapons manufacturing that like happens now in the United States, and how like the top like manufacturing companies now are in the U.S.
But should we
and-
stop manufacturing weapons?
we should.
Because then
but I'm
our
saying
enemies
if
are
the,
not.
If the goal is peace, you know, it shouldn't be ratcheting up the business of war. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong here. I don't know.
I thought war, like I don't think we want war, and I think we try to avoid war. I don't so I don't think that I don't agree that we're starting wars just to make money. I think if we're in war, it's for strategic reasons, like geopolitical reasons that are in the best interest of the United States.
Jeff,
What war are we currently in for money? That just to get the war machine pumping?
Ukraine and Russia were using NATO with being led and encouraged by the U.S. NATO is using Ukraine as a proxy war against Russia,
They
which is
said that.
well, no, they don't
So it's an
overtly
inference.
say it. And so maybe this is it, Jeff. No offense, but maybe your naivete is showing.
Well,
I think
like,
Jeff likes
you
to
make.
see
I
the
go by
best.
like claim people.
I'm looking at some of this, and I'm starting to think I know some motherfuckers with autism. I'm looking at the symptoms of autism. The very first symptom of autism that shows up, Jeff, Gen X Jeff. Think about this. You literally have autism written across your shirt. And the very first symptom of it, okay, I even wrote it down on your picture. Problems with social communication and interactions. So, right away, I'm sure you're stubborn or, whatever, but literally, if you're saying I have autism, you're saying I have trouble with social interactions. So that just means, you're handicapped with these issues. Let us tell you what is socially normal. Not everybody's trying to gaslight you and take advantage of your autisms. Some of us just want to make fun of it sometimes because it's our free speech and it's funny. And you're dumb. Even though you think you're really smart, we're all dumb, Jeff. Even me, even Jack, even Mr. Pete. We're all dumb as hell. You know who's smart? Elon Musk. Yeah, definitely. Maybe Jeffrey Bezos, Those guys are smart. Like fucking Bill Gates, to fucking the guy that made Facebook. Smart people. Smart, productive people.
make claims and
not
they
us.
evaluate the claim. And you said NATO is
We're just
currently using it
YouTubers,
as a
you guys.
proxy war
We're
against
YouTube.
Ukraine. So that's a claim. And I'm like, well, how do you
There's
how do you
Jeff,
know that?
from my I mean,
It's
I
not my
know that-
naivety. Like,
So fucking Jeff over here thinks he's always right because his autism or whatever is the excuse. And Jack Talcott over here is like, I am the second coming of Jesus. Kind of. Like, follow me as if I were Jesus. Give me control and cooperate with me. I think that's a little creepy when he says that. Cooperate with me.
like your
No,
proof can't be, well, you're just naive.
you're well. It was pointing.
Oh, he
out
is smarter
but-
than them.
But Jeff, the reason I
Yes.
know this is because
I don't know.
of
Him
my
and Mike are on the
experience.
same level, but
I've been
Joey was just
just
very,
recently-
very bad.
just recently. I
bad.
sat through one of the Schillinger International Peace Coalition Zoom meetings. Every Friday they've got these Zoom meetings.
Oh.
They've got retired military, they've got former
I
government,
like 'em.
government officials, they've got
I like Jack
journalists,
at least.
people who
Jack,
have been
I like
investigating
Jack.
the stuff.
I don't really like Gen X Jeff, but I was willing to talk. I'm pretty much still willing to talk to the guy at some point. But freaking, I do like going on Jack Talcott's season, and even then, like Jack's thing is like it's not hurting anybody. At least, I mean, at that point, you know, if we think it's just a unachievable mission or whatever, I mean, like, if it was hurting somebody, I think, you know, then it'd be like, yeah, but he's just like, we should all have peace and love. But then it is like, I'm a little concerned because it is a cult. So like when Jack does get these people under his control or something, hopefully he doesn't start taking advantage of them, like on some P. Diddy stuff. The cult shall be Jack Talcott's No Diddy. There be no spiked Kool-Aid that gets you all blacked out and, you know, ready to whatever. And you end up on videotape and P. Diddy's like hooking you up to IVs because it's been 3 days and you still don't know where you are.
That's been happening, dude. There's so many
T. Diddy.
factors that have been
Jack T.
involved
Diddy.
between World War II, the establishment of NATO,
Yes,
and
what they're talking
what is
about.
now happening in Russia and
I'm
Ukraine.
sure Jeffrey would.
But
Jeffrey would
there's-
try to fuck
With the
us.
patterns of war
He had control
and
and
the
power
patterns
over
of
us.
chaos, there is no
I think so.
denying the U.S.
Autism. He'll blame
involvement.
me on the autism.
And
He'll be
you
like,
brought up,
"That's
Jeff.
my
Well-
autism."
Yeah, well, we're sending them stuff. Like, we're definitely involved because we're like sending them weapons and money and stuff. But do you think we started the war so that we could have a reason to make weapons to send it? That's the part that sounds far fetched to me. Like,
No.
it seemed like this is.
I don't
Putin
think it's
thing.
that simple,
That's
Jeff.
stupid.
I don't think it's that simple.
That's
Maybe I'm just
stupid.
naive.
Is it that's
It's
stupid?
it's
That'd be dumb.
think about what's okay. The
No,
Republicans
think
and
about
the
it.
Democrats, they're both on the same side of the economy, the
You-
economic structure. And under the current system, corporations have taken over.
He's saying I'm autistic now. He's saying so I'm autistic. So apparently, you know, I'm sorry, you guys. I got the tism. I caught it from Jeffrey. I rock now. I rock, baby. I keep rocking. I keep rolling. A rocks and the rolls and the rolls and the rocks. Rolls and the rock. I don't know. I guess I got the tism. That's what I was writing about in that the last title too is like a joke, right? Like Angel Newfound Life has the autism because Gen X Jeff kept saying Angel Newfound Life had autism. He said, like, coming from a person like you with autism. And then freaking what's his name? Fucking blah 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 blah. What's the other one? Ladybug said that Quick Vic was a sex offender. So I put Angel Newfound Life has autism and Quick Vic is a sex offender. But I wrote in the details why. It was because Ladybug called Quick Vic a sex offender. I guess it's so she wrote it somewhere, according to Tyler Durden, and apparently Quick Vic saw it, and there's some drama there about that, I guess. Anyway, back to this.
The government
To
system.
get back to my picture.
through
They just
system-
sued. They're suing all the big tech
Right now,
companies.
time.
Justice
That's the
Department,
finish my picture.
and they're winning.
Jake Quick is
So-
autistic.
That could be
Like I wasn't on drugs, you guys. It was just
Wait,
my
I'm confused.
autism.
Is you talking about social media, Jeff?
No, they just had that big antitrust lawsuit against Google that they won. They had one against Microsoft. I think before that they have some in line against Amazon and all the tech companies. They for years now they've had these antitrust monopoly lawsuits, and they're gradually working their way through the courts. And every time they do, the ruling comes out against the tech company, and this is the U.S. Justice Department bringing these. So that's our
isn't that more
government
about
at
data,
work
though?
limiting the. And it doesn't seem like they've taken over because our government is still able to constrain them.
Jeff, what I'm talking about is the
Not a
military,
bad point.
military-industrial
You
complex.
you did mention corporations taking over the government.
Well, and
Mhm.
and primarily in focused and
Very-
influenced at militarization, at defense. We've got revolving doors in some of these administrative seats in government. It's revolving doors. Between the corporations of Raytheon and Boeing, the military industry,
And SpaceX now, maybe.
SpaceX.
and
Oh yeah,
the,
they
the
get government
banking
contracts.
system. It's so obvious. The
Why
influence
why
of
they don't
corruption.
give me
So
no money?
what are
the
these guys
banking
doing? These
system? Why
political
they don't
people,
give
they've
us no
dedicated
money?
their lives. I'm gonna change the system. I'm gonna make a difference. And then they come in and they see it's all bought and paid for, and they're taught how to fit in. And so we've got the left and the
How do you
right
know
in
that?
Washington, D.C.
How do you know that? Jack?
obeying corporate greed
Citation?
because they pursue what makes most fiscal sense. And if the petroleum interest, if the economic interest of the United States is threatened, well, we better go to war. That's nonsense. It's all
Not
Is
at-
that
We're not at
happening
war.
about the oil?
We're not at war though, and it's not really like, besides the fact that it's weakening Russia and wasting a lot of our money, this isn't in our best interest for Russia to have invaded Ukraine. Ukraine has the right to choose if they want to be in NATO or not, and Russia doesn't have to invade everybody that's in NATO. And I mean, I'd be like, put them in NATO, fuck it, and then let's just fucking nuke Russia. But I'm not the president, am I? Shit. They better finish this war if Trump wins. Actually, if Kamala wins too, they're both pretty crazy. I would say it's in Russia's best interest to just pull out of Ukraine before the next president, because Biden ain't doing shit. I think it could go easily south between us and Russia, which would mean probably nuclear war and some other things we don't know about yet. May the orbs protect us. They seem to, so we'll see.
That's been
I know it has in the past. Like there was stuff like that in the past where it looked like oil might escalate into something. But is it currently an issue? I honestly don't know.
Well, the issue right now, I see a lot of attention on the Middle East between what Yemen is doing and that transportation
But the
water that's in
relationship
there
there, huh?
between Yemen and Sudan. That's like one of the major areas of
We're having these little mind battles.
commerce and
Like little pew, pew,
logistics.
pew,
So
autism
those
going
areas
back
are
and
being
forth, little
threatened,
autism
which is
brain.
why the U.S. is being involved in all of this. And it's very complicated, but it's also very simple. Greed and selfishness has enabled this world of wars. Humanity.
But how do you solve that? Peace? I agree with peace, but not everybody's gonna. it's not a panacea. Not everybody's gonna like embrace peace all at the same time. But gradually like introducing the experience of peace where you can, I think is definitely a way to start chipping away at it.
The best way for peace to be known
Mm-hmm.
is for people to stop fighting. And this is what yeah,
Have you been on YouTube?
Yes, but YouTube, it's a bunch of people that are just, I don't know, they don't have a real invested interest in being serious. But if we can find a way for citizens to get in front of the members of Congress, we can hold them to higher standards than they've been allowing themselves. We can say, hey, enough of this Republican and Democrat nonsense. It's time for.
Imagine again, somebody puts Jack Talcott in front of Congress. They're all there, all these old ass motherfuckers. They're all about his age or older, right? There's like probably AOC or somebody like over there dancing, serving up the drinks while they're all getting high and shit. Fucking. You got Jack over there like, enough's enough. We all got to come together and get along. And they'll probably all be like, you're right, Jack. Yeah, kudos. Give him like a stand applause and he'll leave feeling happy. And then, you know, right when he walks out, somebody else will start talking. Or maybe even before he walks out, somebody else will start talking. And then, you know, it would just be like they're just fucking arguing again. And then they'll just agree with anybody to get you guys to move along. They'll just be like, okay, we'll tell you what you want to hear. Get the fuck out of here now. You know, leave us alone so we could do more drinking and smoking and being Congress, you know?
For diplomacy and negotiation.
I imagine this is how Congress works. Harry,
immediate reforms.
AOC is going
and
to.
The reforms we want is transparency. We don't want to we don't want the world to be controlled through confusion and manipulation. That's the path of fear. If we unite together, we create a safer world.
Lawyer Jake, please be on Earth to all.
And with all due respect, Jack,
on Earth?
that kind of is a little bit of a kumbaya thing, and I think it's a great goal to have, but just living in this world, I just don't see that ever really happening. Like put it this way, and it's more of in our nature. Like when you have, and I'm not trying to call us monkeys, but if you look at what you would, say that primates, is where we come from, and you watch how they handle situations, in their environment, like they're violent, right? I mean, fights break out among their family organizations. Fight brings out among other communities that are local. I mean, they're just violent in general. And then you have like humans that are more civilized, but we still have that violent tendency. Now you combine that with just the want to just make as much money as possible and power. I mean, look at our gross our spending every year when it comes to like how much we spend compared to like our GDP. It's like an insane amount goes to defense.
Right.
An insane amount.
It's foolish spending. See, the people who are not honest, and this is what we've got.
People that are not honest.
Dishonesty is enabling the corruption in the government and the corporations. That's why workers don't have.
But if you go to Congress and say, stop, I demand that you stop, that's not going to stop it. Like, it's going to take more than just telling Congress.
Right?
Right. It wouldn't be that. It would be an honest discussion about what is real. And what is real is war is evil. There is absolute evil being perpetrated right now, both legal under the guise of war and illegal, which is hidden under the sickness of guise of war. There is human trafficking. There are children being taken. There is sick things happening, right? So I think it's time for people to start taking life more seriously than money.
What?
But how do you force them to do that
Yeah.
if they're
You
not
don't.
gonna
Yeah,
do it
force
on their
us,
own?
Jack. How do you force
We
us?
lead them. We lead them
We lead
with
them through our YouTube channels.
conversations. And this is
Not gonna
way,
work.
Jeff, I
Tried
know
it.
how it sounds. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I hope to
This
find a
picture's
way
getting
to
good.
speak with
This
the
picture's
UN.
getting good. Watch. This
The
is gonna be a
UN
good one.
leaders
This
and the
Jeffrey one's
American
gonna be good.
government leaders and all the corporate leaders. It's time for better leadership.
I need to find the white though. I'm looking
These,
for the white.
these
Oh, I found
We,
the black though.
you don't? Do you have faith like in our election system?
I feel
that
like
we
you're
just
saying a
put in
lot
different
without
leaders and you
saying
think no
nothing.
matter who we
You
put
know,
in,
that's what
it's
he
all going
does
to end the
sometimes. He
same.
says a lot without saying nothing.
until
It's a
the
So
illusion
the
of
battle
choice.
box is not the solution
Although
anymore.
he just wants to talk.
here's another thank you. Voting won't do it. One individual, it's not gonna work. But that's where I think it can make a difference. I mean, I want to start with at least speaking with a few congressmen,
think you should.
and women, and then try and get in front of all of them. Because if all of the members of Congress decide, okay, you know what, he presented a strong enough case, he's right. It's time for the Federal Reserve System and this we live in a world where slavery is voluntary.
Dude, I
It's-
need
we
to
don't
draw
have
a
to be
Jack
slaves to
picture.
each
That would be
other in this
amazing
money
too.
system.
But I'm gonna finish this
I
one
know.
first.
Many
Hey,
are.
Chaco.
I was.
Why y'all being weird?
If we set the truth
Like, who's being weird?
free,
Jack is Jack being weird?
if there's full disclosure
Other Talcott is
between-
revolution.
in the businesses
His
and in
revolutions
the
are very profound,
communities
yes.
and in the governments,
Or
if we
bad.
have transparency,
Why
we
can't
won't
we all
have-
just get along?
we won't have these moms and dads no time with the kids because they're working 2 or 3 jobs, because every employer wants to pay the lowest they can afford paying anybody. We've got a world where it's
We got a world where it's you just start laughing because you can't think of something, or you're just trying to look like you're happy while you're saying this, or while you're describing something bad, or is it an anxiety laugh? I get anxiety laughs sometimes. I'm like, you're crazy. Usually I snap out of it. I'm like, that's crazy. You're crazy.
it doesn't have to be so hard.
I agree. The economy is a big issue. The economy seems to be.
Now get
we looked
my
at the graph
1,000 bottles
yesterday.
of
The
lube.
middle class income declining, and the upper class income doing this, and the lower income stayed flat at the bottom the whole time. So that definitely looks like a problem to me.
Hey, I haven't sent a letter to all members of Congress. I've sent
No?
emails.
Did you send the AOC yet?
Use the social media and all
Believe that was
sorts
the
of
first
different things. But hey, guys, I don't know what the future's going to bring. I don't know if I will or will not play a part, but I believe it's time for the world. It's waking up.
It's time for the world.
It's time for people to be better people. Simple as that.
Me and you? You?
I can definitely attest to
You?
people waking up. I can tell you that's happening, and that's
You're like-
based on
How much of this is just projection because you've been a bad person? So now you think you got to go around trying to make everybody think exactly like you, even, though you're not hurting nobody. I mean, a lot of this is just you feeling guilty about your life and the things you've done and feeling bad about your stuff. So now you're trying to turn people to Jesus because you were a bad person before, which is a little weird, but whatever. Go and get them souls, baby. Father Jack Talcott for the soul. Your souls, or else you get the Diddy treatment.
channels like this and
Give
other,
up that soul,
channels
or
that,
we're coming for
they
your whole.
try to report what they're actually seeing versus what they're just being fed
Oh
on
shit!
on a mass scale.
We're not allowed
And
to say that.
when you hear some kind of lie about
That's crazy.
something that happened, and then you have all these people that are actually trying
We're
to
like,
prove
well,
that,
that's
and
pretty much
people are
as bad as
seeing
a
what's happening.
Maybe I'm
better
making
now,
people worse.
than
So
they
maybe
did,
that's
like,
my bad.
10
I am
years
making-
ago.
So,
You know, they're like instead of just trusting what they've got on the mainstream, they're like they're sourcing other
like pouring the
information to
lube and
see if
shit
that's
already,
true,
like,
and they're weighing that against other sources, and that's happening more today than it's ever happened. So I do agree with you. People are waking up.
I'm worried they're confusing themselves in the process.
Well, that's naturally going to happen because there's
Yeah,
a lot
but
of
I
bad
still think
information
that's
right
a
now.
good thing. Like it's growing.
It is. It's exactly, Jeff. It's growing pains. It's just, it's a matter of time. But the fact that they're losing the battle of information, that's a good thing.
No,
You know,
brother,
people
don't
dog
cut
Elon
down.
Musk for what he's doing.
It's
but you know
God's
what?
will.
He's opening up the communication. You may not like what you hear there, but you're getting more free flow information
now
than
more and
you
more.
ever got. That's not tied to a
Jeffrey
left's,
picture.
Bias.
Yeah, they're
I mean, now forget it. Give him a little extra eye in the middle
They hate it.
because of the tism. That's his
He's
tism
not
eye. Let's
He's
see if
not
I
a
could do like some little
superhero
rays
in what
coming
he's
out of it
doing,
or
and that's a
something.
platform
It'd be like
where
the
there's really very little
something where he's doing
accountability.
his little.
This is
Well,
the
see, that's what
problem.
Hillary and
See,
Tim
Jeff?
Walz accomplished.
Well, like
That's why
he
they're not
looks
doing
like
it.
the Squidward.
Because I won't
even
last. I'm
from,
happy with the
Walz
level
is
of
a
accountability.
psycho.
He got all like sexy or whatever.
I
Hey,
think the
Jack.
world.
Not the swastika.
Yeah, hey, untrackable. I mean, to keep going.
I'm gonna put it on the neck. I'm gonna put it on.
Oh no,
Okay.
Like you know.
I'm
Everybody
just
knows.
jumping in the middle of a conversation. I'm not exactly even sure what's going on.
Be
You
like
guys
the
carry on.
fucking arrow.
We're talking about world peace. Today is International
Oh
Day of
gosh.
Peace.
Oh man, that would be good. I'm gonna look at that.
Well, it was a work day. It was a work day for me. So you
Crossover
know,
picture.
Was it a peaceful
Hope it was a
work
peaceful
day?
one.
Oh man.
I
Don't mind
gotta
me.
say
I troll a little bit.
A lot today.
for a Saturday, it was smooth. Little things were different because I was working on my off day, but I gotta say the battle was yesterday. Yesterday everything went to shit. So of course you gotta have a day of peace after that. So, in that sense, yeah. But no, go on.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
I think Jack was
massive world
saying
problems
something.
or something. Or what was?
Well,
We gotta have peace everywhere.
The problems are
Everywhere.
confusion.
Yeah, how
You get-
people
you
like how we get media now, like information now compared to
Yeah, that's true.
what we had.
That's right. We were talking
like
about-
legacy media or old media, they're calling it,
You can utilize both.
versus new media. Yeah, I think that's what I do. I use a wide range of sources and I try to put it together on my own, but
No, working on the picture.
we're never getting 100% right. None of us.
Also,
But
I'm
it's
smiling.
better than
I'm not
just
the autistic.
blindly swallowing whatever is being fed you. So it's at least an improvement on
Working
that.
on
even
the
if it's not
arrow.
perfect.
No, I like choking down
I
Newsmax
feel like-
too, so I'm with you.
The swastika's gonna be in there somewhere. It's gotta be, man. I don't know why,
but
but
yeah,
it's,
we're just kind of like
it's just a
talking like
funny troll now,
major
is to me
issues
at
with the
least.
country, weapons. You know, the war machine is the U.S. Like that's basically what we're talking about.
Yeah, like how realistic is peace? World peace as a goal.
Well, has there ever been peace with humans
No.
ever since they've existed?
Violence and deception are always going to be part of us. Like I would plan for a society that included and managed that somehow, then that
Well,
Yeah, let's
thought that it was possible to transcend it.
Allow.
to some degree, we are
Like the
just
law-
hairless
the law
apes, right? We're featherless bipeds, as it was said.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
But we're not just apes. And so
Right.
that's the potential.
we do have the consciousness, and we learn through observation and experience. We learn through mimicry and mockery. We learn by the examples we have. And the examples of our past, our parents didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I know I didn't know what the fuck I was
yours
doing.
didn't. Yours didn't know.
So,
What?
These wee
Surprising.
right, well, I was a part of the world. I believed in the systems. I believed it was most important for me as a dad to have a job and have job
You're gonna be
security.
even more
I believed
mad
that
tomorrow.
was more important than being happy,
I hear that.
having time.
Hey, Chuck in the back, can you flash?
Hmm.
Oh, wait, I have my overlays. Never mind. Oh, it's him. What's up?
It's me. Walking the dog.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Well, it's
Wait,
not
you're
mine,
streaming
but
and walking the dog. That's a new one for me. That's
not even my
Not what I
dog.
heard.
oh my god.
The
Whoa.
things we do for love.
What?
Oh shit.
You over there picking up dog
That's
shit?
brutal.
What?
I think but I think as long as the system's working for a lot of people, there's not going to be motivation. Like you had your own journey out of it, and I have too. Like I'm not in the like as much as I defend the system, I'm not part of it either. It's not for me, but I think it works for a lot of people, and I don't want to disrupt it for everybody else too quickly. But I think the journey out of the system is maybe an individual one.
Well, yes and no. We learn best when
Good comment,
we help
Jeff.
each other.
When what?
And when we help each other. And I believe that here's what I see.
That's
The
not-
world is the way that it is because selfishness and fears have been normalized.
Because
It's
we're
like-
humans.
Well, that's an excuse. The
It's
truth
just-
is,
it's an observation.
That's a reality.
it's an excuse because
I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm just making
Well-
the observation that factually we are Homo sapiens.
sure,
Yeah.
but the world uses the excuse that
You're like, well, we didn't know that, Jeff.
fear and selfishness can't be overcome. Well, that's a bunch of nonsense. And so as a result, people are just enabling the things. And that's what back to where you were saying, it
Take my
seems to
sleep
work.
since I
The system seems to work for you and me, but for many right now, it is failing.
Yeah.
Right? And here's
How's
the
that? How's it failing?
Well, like the economy right now.
the wars, the
Homelessness.
economy, the homelessness, the
Yeah.
addictions,
Yeah.
the poverty. Yeah.
Now, that's not the government failing this. The people.
Right, addiction's a personal thing. That
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Here's the point. When I started looking at the connections between trauma and addiction, and there's many experts alive today who I'm using their words, so I'm not
no, there's
wrong.
probably a correlation. That doesn't sound unreasonable to me at all.
But not for all cases.
Chuck,
Yeah, but trauma does show up a lot in people's
Yeah,
even
it's never in
non-addicts,
all
so-
cases. It's always
the greater
some.
the greater picture, right? And it's so obvious.
The
We have
greatest-
billionaires and homelessness in the same community, the same geography.
Yeah.
And we allow those
My
things to
arrow
happen.
came out so
What do we
bad,
do?
I'm almost
Like-
ashamed to show
We
it. right
heal.
I got-
The point I was trying to get at, poverty and addiction. As a man who's dealt with both, you know what those are? I was partially to blame, sure. But what those are is a broken society. No one becomes an addict if they feel loved. No one becomes homeless and
But
without support if there's not others.
is it
who-
is it the state's responsibility to make people feel loved? Is that the
No.
role of government?
Nope.
No.
But it's the people's job to do what the government doesn't. The
Oh my
people-
God, a rotary
Wow,
Fire alarm.
rules,
That's
phone.
got to be Chuck.
That's
Yeah, I gotta
Mike.
pick up my
Nope,
rotary
nope.
phone. One moment.
That's
Oh.
Mike.
That's not
Oh,
me.
it's the kid. It's the young guy.
Maybe a ring.
Who the
It's
What's
the
he got? A
Mario.
party line?
what the fuck is wrong with them? Why would you have
Yeah, honey, I gotta use the payphone. 1 second.
that?
I used to have a party line when I was a kid.
You did?
Yeah, I remember those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sue 5543, I think is the number.
I agree with you, Jack, about having like a nurturing community like that. But not everybody has that. and the
Unless
life path,
unless they
the
have
life
a
paths of people
vagina,
that
you
don't
know,
can look very
'cause
different. My own life would
girls
look
ain't
very
busted.
different if I did not have the people
it wouldn't be the
that
first
the
time.
few people I did that showed up with
Actually,
that kind of
Maiden,
love
she's
at
had
the
one,
right
but I
time.
never
My
told
own
her, I
life
don't
would be
think.
very different. I already know that, and so I definitely. But that
It
happens
had
on like a
animation, but it got lost. with all
individual,
the
Local
family,
basis.
communal,
pray for the
regional
best.
scale. And I think the higher you scale up, the harder that
Mhm.
is to ensure.
Like now he's a Nazi.
It gets more difficult the more people you want to include in anything.
I'll look up a
Certainly,
proper
people are variables, and the more variables you bring into anything, it brings up more possibilities. But what I've seen is clear. The world has given power to authority and to wealth. Those two things, people in positions of authority, well, it's brainwashing. And that's the thing.
Status is part of our Wookiee heritage.
But the thing is, we've given it too much power, because the true power is unity. It's community. It's joining together.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to
the
see
world
it
we were
long, but
born
they're in
into.
right now.
It's controlled by
Might put
budgets
another one somewhere
and rules, regulations.
Put like a
created
bunch
by
of them in there.
Society can function.
Hey, Chuck,
Society
again,
has to
Chuck,
function.
Chuck, that's an excuse that the controllers.
No, we definitely need our.
What's the other side? Voluntarily, if we understand and we're not selfish and just focused on ourselves and carrying our
That's
unhealed
not going to work
trauma.
for the billions of people that are on the planet. Like we're not all going to suddenly become that at the same time.
According to doubts or
Just according to my sense of people, it seems not realistic to expect.
Sure,
Yes,
it
where
seems
everybody's
unrealistic for people to change. I never thought. I
No,
would-
that's not what I said. But to change at this simultaneously on that scale does seem. But individually, absolutely not. It happens all the time.
And that's why please consider what I'm suggesting. The masses have given their power of authority away to the banking industry and to the politicians. And so
No, they haven't.
This guy's
Hey,
gonna
Chuck,
end up on FBI.
just play along like this might be true so I can
Play
get
along.
to a point.
Yeah, come on, man, play along.
Play along.
Play
come
along.
on.
Okay, play along. Play
So-
along.
Play along, bro.
So the masses here bringing back in, I mean, let's see if I can overcome Chuck's disagreement or confusion, but bringing back in what Jeff said, you're right. Wealth and authority, they do have a real influence and they do have some power. So since the world has given so much power to those people in influence and with wealth, let's get them to see what is happening. We don't have to live. If the rules are changed, right?
You don't
If
have
the
to
people in
live.
charge made these
If the rules are
decisions. Hey, you know what? Yep, there's enough.
I mean, he just said, we don't have to live. I mean, if the rules are changed now. But I mean, this is a hell of a cult, man. He just slipped that in there. He just slipped it in. That's part of the doctrine. We don't have to live.
Facts. It's time.
I'm saying he's gonna have us all drink the
change direction.
Kool-Aid, but
We're
he's
gonna
gonna have
try
us
and
drink
find
Kool-Aid.
different ways of.
He's like, we might try to
coexisting
just
with
be
each
like,
other.
we're drinking.
So the
Kool-Aid.
military leaders tell their armies, stand down, stay on alert, but stand down. No more chaos. And then we work immediately. Then we work immediately to reforming. We bring out the disclosure. No more government secrets. We're paying employees of our government to keep secrets in the name of national security. And then
No,
what
we
do
get
they
it, Jack. It's way beyond, like we're gonna make everybody honest
Oh, did he,
overnight,
Jack?
and
Oh, did he?
everyone's just gonna be
Stop
like, you know what, we all
making it-
fucked up. Let's change everything back to
stop making
peacetime and no war. It's just,
How about we stop making oppression legal?
so I actually like Jeff's comment here, not
no.
Jeff, but it's Jeff and Doug's Cheapwood. I
It's
love
like,
this. 'cause this is actually something I
ignore
could
it.
see happening.
Ignore
If we took the primal energy and focused it on something less destructive like sports, curb the desire for war. But not necessarily that, but like, wouldn't it be like better if like wars were settled over like some like death game or something, or like
Yeah,
you know,
games.
Like with
yes,
guns?
exactly, like some
Like-
extreme competition where you don't have to fight for.
Yeah, like we get guns and we just like see who lives and who dies type of competition. Yeah, the most extreme you can get in most cases. Sometimes it's guns versus missiles. Sometimes people don't know the drones are coming or the bees. Wait till you guys see the bees in action. It's gonna be amazing.
For years and kill a bunch of people, but like
Bees can
the
kill a lot.
loser
You'd have
gets
to
what they want.
pagers
I
kill
mean,
a lot
the winner
people,
gets what they
the
want.
bees.
To agree. Like if all the world
Sure.
leaders agreed, we could start doing it that way. But how are you going to get Putin and
Nobody gives a fuck what
Jinping and all
Putin's
those
doing.
people to
Everyone
agree
hates
to that?
Putin. Fuck Putin.
Hmm.
They don't give a shit what he has to say.
I think that's
Well,
where
he has
they
the
were.
power to.
That's
wage
where they
war,
were
so
when we
he's part of
started
the-
this. I
if we're
think.
going to end war. He
But
has
that's
to be
where
part
Jack
of the solution.
Talcott must leave.
All right, well, you talk to Putin. I'm not talking to him.
Hmm,
No,
fuck
I'm not
Putin.
talking to him either.
Fuck Putin.
I'd love to.
I doubt he would listen to me.
I bet he would. I bet he'd listen to me because he knows how corrupt the American government is. He knows how foolish the American people are.
You think he's gonna say
Do
that to
think
you?
his is less corrupt?
Nope.
He's gonna be like, yeah, Jack.
See,
we're
that's the thing
stupid
of
and
humanity.
foolish.
Everyone
We're
makes
stupid. We're
excuses.
foolish.
Everyone's got excuses. Well, they're not perfect, so I'll just be I'll be less than they will. And it's all
No, I'm
corrupt.
not. I didn't say that at
It's
all.
not
I didn't make
I know.
any comment about myself because it relates to Putin at all. I just made an observation about him. It's not an excuse
No,
about
yeah.
my own.
Right. No, I'm not saying he's righteous by any means either, but I can understand why he is sending his men into combat. I mean,
Same here. I can understand it too. Ukraine is a strategic need for that country, both in
But
location.
they became an independent country again.
Oh, I get it's not right, but you have to understand his motive behind wanting to do what he's doing.
the American government guaranteed Russia that NATO would not infringe further or closer, because that's the entire existence of NATO, is to fight Russia, fight communism. So what's NATO do? It's recruiting everyone right around Russia's borders. It would be like like Russia.
That didn't happen until they invaded.
God.
No, that's not true.
Okay, you are so misinformed, dude.
Well, we made a
it's okay.
deal
You don't
with
have to- you just gotta
Ukraine.
educate 'em,
If
that's
if they gave us their nukes, that we would provide assistance to them to keep them from being overtaken by Russia.
Kane has a good point.
Does
can't
say
read it.
now. What is it?
Is Russia where the communist threat is coming from, though? Not the communist threat to America. I don't think.
Sure it is.
Are we
Yeah.
under
And
Unless
Russia's
it's
always
coming
made it
from
serious,
like
yeah.
propaganda that they're feeding into, but I don't think I think that's coming from within America.
The only
Russia's always been an enemy of, or an opposition to the U.S.
I grew up in the
always.
Cold War.
Always.
Tell me.
not always.
Even in World War
we were
II,
allies.
they weren't really allies. Trust me. They did it because they had to.
No, I don't trust you, Chuck.
He's got a nice voice. I trust him.
All you gotta do is go look in the history.
Okay, no. I'm not having this passive aggression
Oh,
between the
shit.
two of you today. So which one do I take off?
There you go.
Hey,
If
I'm
you,
gonna
if
let-
Are you
They
referring to
both-
me?
they
the
both
rules
say-
are no different for you guys than anyone
Have a
else.
good
You have
night.
to be able to come up and respect people on the panel.
Wait, I
If
missed
you
what
can't
happened. Why are
manage
you
your
dumping
passive
people?
aggression, don't come up when the person you have it toward is on the panel.
What the fuck, man?
All right, it'll be just us.
Spurg.
Then we'll
I
just
missed what happened. Maybe I'm.
They have a rivalry between
Jeff
them
just
that's been going on for
spurred.
years, just like
Jeff
Cerrone and
just
the other guys.
spurred.
You know how Mike's detractors come up and try to be on a panel with him, but they can't contain their aggression. Those two have the same thing,
Oh, got it.
and
Okay.
I'm tired of that here. It's
Mm-mm.
messing up the quality of the conversations that we've been having, and I want to get back to that. Speaking of peace, that's
Conversations
my
have been
version of
good.
contributing to peace.
Good.
So if you're going to advocate peace, model it
Just
when you're
doing
on the
the
panel.
Trump
like
things,
both
they
of
were
you.
pretty funny. There was Vinny and
Yeah.
Mike.
I get where Talcott's coming from, but his
Like this.
I mean, it's
goal
I grew
or
up with
it's just
John Lennon. I know
yeah.
I don't
Imagine,
know
the Imagine
Trump
album, all
expression.
that stuff. I get the
It's just
vision.
weird.
It's
I
just
just-
it's about as realistic then as it is
Let's
now.
see if there's
Thank you.
anything out
Yeah.
here.
It's just-
Skip around. Skip around.
I wasn't blaming you.
Oh, Jack came back.
Towards the end, like once it continued, by
What
the time
happened?
it got toward the end, I saw both of you participating in it.
What happened?
He has this personal
So
thing.
Jack came back and was like, "What's up, bitch? I heard you was talking shit after I left. What's up, Satanist? Satanist, dildo chair Satan." I'm just kidding. He's not evil, by the way. He's not. He's a little weird. He's disabled. I know he sure says not disabled, but if it comes to communication, you don't know how to communicate with people very well. And that's part of autism. It's the very first symptom I found.
Thing about how Jack does his recovery that
T Diddy versus Gay Joey.
put
It
past.
was like
and
Gay
think
Joey.
that's
I
the
thought
big
Gay
issue, and
Joey
Chuck's
was the
acknowledged this
person
before.
getting D. I don't think this
Okay,
guy's
welcome back,
getting
Jack.
any
I
of the D.
apologize for that.
He's just getting
I
dildo chair.
appreciate that because Jeff, what I just saw, you reacted to the situation, and I understand your rules and what you saw happening. I understand that. But what I saw was
Oh, I
Jack
didn't
getting
know.
blamed again
Where's my pen? Where's
for
my?
what others are doing to him.
That's why I need like naked.
So
mates
this has
to
been my
remind me where
story
my
for a
pens and
long
things are,
time.
by the
And
way.
Jeff, I love you, brother.
Like, where's my pen?
I was really hoping to join and have friendly conversations.
We could still do that because I wasn't blaming you. Towards the end, like once it continued, by the time it got toward the end, I saw both of you participating in it to some degree, and I couldn't figure out which one.
I've had enough of him.
Well, I agree. Like
he won't
It's my
stop. He's
pens.
I
yes.
agree.
My pens.
I agree. I see. I've seen it before too. I'm
seen
I'm validating all of that.
I seen it before. I
Well,
seen
the thing is Chuck is one of
Yeah.
many. See, while I'm here, my focus, I wanted to participate, and let's talk about maybe ending wars and stuff. But my reality,
Where the hell's my pen?
I got disrespected on my own stream again. And then I got Tommy Boy and Paulie Boy both talking crap about
Oh,
me.
right. I saw something
So
about that.
Fuck yeah,
this is
all
my
these
life that I get to
fucking
deal with.
colored pencils
I'm trying
like
to figure it out.
Well, how can we make this into
Yeah,
peace?
it's-
Like, how can we?
It's just
have
losing
peace
colored
here?
pencils while you're
How would we
coloring.
heal this moment?
That's all it is, apparently. I'll find him. I'll go find him.
I can control no one, but I have been trying to get Chuck to rethink his opinion of me, Margot, Paul,
They
Tommy. I
won't,
know,
Jack. They're
I know,
not.
but
People are
Jeff,
not going to rethink their opinion of me.
I know. Well, the truth is
not.
true. The truth is true. And why the patterns of poor behavior that I'm seeing online, it's no different than what's happening in the real world. People are enabling poor behavior.
I wonder that sometimes. Is the Panelverse a window into the psyche of the average human, or is there something about us that's just not as normal as everybody else?
found him.
It probably is a
Yeah, well.
reflection of this is people at their most raw.
Yeah, I gotta go sleep pretty soon. 15 more minutes. So they better
People
wrap this up.
behaving the way they were raised.
I know they
the way
won't,
they
but my
think is
pictures
right.
need better.
And for whatever reason, Jeff, this is my life. Lots of people get triggered by me. Just like you were saying, you found the shadow thing. Have you guys read the book, The Four Agreements?
Yes, the be impeccable to your word.
Yep.
But yeah, my boss at work gave it to me one day.
Incredible book. As he's talking about the first Toltec, the guy he described, he identified himself as the smoky mirror because he was able to see the true reflection and see the light in others. But because of the smoke of the dream, others could not see him clearly. Well, that's the story of projection. And my understanding of the mind took me through Carl Jung and the idea of the shadow. So when I read that book, the smoky mirror. I was like, shit, I'm the shadow mirror. People are seeing in me what they're doing, and they don't
Yes.
realize what they're doing.
Yes, they're the asshole. They're seeing their own reflection. And you can watch it in the
They're gonna be.
behavior that ensues as
gonna
a
be.
result that they try to attribute to the other person. It's so clear to me. I don't know why people. It's so like you can't like you don't understand why people can't see all the corruption, everything. I don't understand why people can't see the obvious projection that plays out in front of them all day long.
I had never seen it. That's what this world, the way our mind works. A traumatized mind is not actually fully in the present.
That's going to be hard to leverage into peace if our brains are like projecting the worst about ourselves onto other people. That's like almost ensures a constant state of defensive warfare.
Does it make sense as well that
No.
I guess some studies have shown that people who have been either traumatized or abused, if you use those words, have almost these moments where they become the more statistically ones to traumatize and abuse others. If it's like that.
Sometimes, yeah. I wouldn't assume in all cases because there could be victims of trauma that don't pass it on. But in some cases, that is a way people attempt to master their trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And life in itself is traumatizing. And even just learning to do a job, it can feel abusive.
Is trauma.
But if you take I guess they call it the high road, and instead of looking for that person that's having that hard time, as you have the upper hand, you've already survived the abuse and the trauma. And it's like, oh, I get to live another day. And you see somebody having a hard time. I'd rather have the instinct of, hey, Pat, you don't have to earn a pat on the back. But if you give somebody a pat on the back, it could change their world.
It sure could. That's why you don't do it.
Those words are true.
You're not supposed to go around changing
The idea of, sorry, Jeff, were you going to jump in? The idea of patterns of generational trauma. It's often true that a child of abuse will grow up to become an abuser.
Yes, everybody knows.
It's a pattern of trauma. The victim will become a perpetrator. The victim feeling inadequate and weak, they create defenses. And sometimes the best defense is an attack. I think that's what's playing out a lot online here.
I think
people are becoming the perpetrator because they felt victimized.
And that's something for like therapy to handle. Like, I don't know what we could provide a supportive space, but I don't think
those are therapy.
Any of us
we're in
can
therapy
solve
right now,
those people.
On here on YouTube. I drew a picture of
back to where one of the challenges, right? Because if the mind is projection and reflection, if we understand how the mind works, this is why processes like interventions work, and why cross-examination in court, why those things, there's reasons those things work. And it comes down to the healing of the victim and the perpetrator. To resolve the perpetrator, you need to get them to see what they're doing.
Is it like restorative justice?
I'm not sure. Restorative justice.
Like when you try to get the criminal to, it's a new like way of doing justice instead of like the punitive or the rehabilitative kind. Let's see. It's an approach to justice that aims to repair the harm done to victims. In doing so, practitioners work to ensure that offenders take responsibility for their actions, understand the harm they have caused, and give them an opportunity to redeem themselves and discourage them from causing further harm.
That is one.
which
of
I
the
think is naive, but it's
You
it's
think
a
it's naive?
it is a current approach.
He shits on it right away. He's like, "Fuck
Jeff,
that."
now you see, sometimes you bring up perspectives that I'm like, holy cows, where'd that come from? Correcting the behavior. That's the whole purpose. We can get away from the
Yeah, and I don't have faith that certain behaviors can be that easily corrected. Like, I think if the behavior's there, it's part of who they are, and you just have to contain it.
But
And
but
that
look at
they
this.
maybe, after a lifetime of hard work, can modify them. But me, as another human, outside of authoritarianism, have no ability to change their behavior.
I think there's levels to education. So you have your pre-education where you're still learning what your fingers are when you look down, and then you have your elementary education where it's not just your parents anymore, and then you have your elevated education
I
where
might
there's
use paint markers on this because
history behind the words that are written that you read.
And I can
But
get
then
the specific
eventually
color
you're going to
with the
reach
tongue.
some sort of adult
I might end
education,
up using
and
some
it's
paint
not necessarily school
Might come
anymore.
out really good.
So
yeah.
if you go to a place and you do a thing and you get a reaction that is not favorable to you, i.e. an ass kicking or get turned
Get
down
ass cooking
by somebody
Get
that
your
maybe
ass
you liked, or the way you danced or the way you dressed, you're going to find those turn downs along the way.
Okay.
Now it's up to you to be you and make it cool. And maybe one day somebody will dress like you.
What the fuck is that Ryan
too.
Delise? I did
Do you want to, like, I don't know, is there a prayer or some words that you want to say to in honor of peace?
What happened? His cat died?
It's not that hard.
It's really not.
It's more complicated to keep looping on arguments.
And it's a choice. Like, again, we are grown. We have the ability to make a choice, and peace is one of the options we could choose.
I didn't know what that meant.
I fished my arrow.
I thought
actually.
peace.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, I'll be done with the picture for today.
I thought peace meant
skin is
relaxing.
crawling. What
And
the
for
hell?
me, relaxing was getting drunk or
Drawing
entertainment,
pictures?
watching movies or TV shows.
What about being the entertainment?
That's not
Fun.
peace. Peace is just being.
Being jacked
Being
outside.
is the goal. I watched a conversation about this earlier. The confusion we have within us. We are becoming and being. And the world wants us to focus on what's becoming, what's happening, the
It's
external.
us against
and
the
we
world.
lose sight of just
the world
being.
made us, you guys, and God. Or well,
Yeah, I would agree. Even in my own
aliens,
life, that's
Buddha.
easy to do.
It's getting
Can I explain what peace is to me?
Yes.
Please.
Okay.
It was God.
I was grown up as a water baby, swimming pools,
Fuck's the water.
lakes,
Oh.
oceans, everything.
Played in the water.
And I was lucky enough to have, from about 10 years on, lived close enough to the ocean to get there every day. And did everything. The beach is a national park.
I don't know why. He
So,
made
like,
a cover.
there's rules, but you can go there 24/7, 365, and look out into nothing. And when I get because I live inland now, but when I get to go to a lake, when I get to go to the ocean, when I get to go to a swimming pool, even if it's my kid's kiddie pool, I'm in the water. And if I'm in the right state of mind, meaning I can shed everything. There's some things you can't shed in a moment. But if it's not one of those moments and I can be like, okay, work, well, I'm already on vacation, not answering the phone and phone quiet. The wife, she's telling me to do what I'm about to do already, and that's play with the kids.
It's not what I thought he was gonna say.
Shed everything. And then when I'm enjoying the water, the kids learn how to enjoy the water
Yeah.
because that's how I was raised.
You're like, bitch, you play with
Now,
the kids.
like,
You're gonna drown.
I went on vacation this
You're gonna
summer
drown.
and I shed everything. Everything was planned and paid.
All right, well, this is boring and I'm tired now, and it is my bedtime. You guys want to look at my picture before I get off of here? This is how far I got in the picture. This is what it looks like right now before I draw, like before I color it in. There's two little swastikas in there. You gotta get real close to his eyes to see them. See them? And they're in there. And they're in his eyes. The hate's in there. All he sees is the swastikas. It's stupid. And as this is why I want to get the marker to color over right here is the tongue, because I want him to have his tongue sticking out, like sitting there with his tongue sticking out. And then like I don't know, I want to color it in, but if I could get paint markers, color it in with like the colored pencils and then paint markers over it, I feel like it'll be really good. But yeah, that's that is the Jeffrey. The Jeffries. You know, the list of people's the guests. All right. I will see y'all's later. It's bedtime. Definitely bedtime. How dare they say my art is not good? These damn people. Just kidding. I think this picture is awesome. I mean, Jeff, it's gonna need more eyelashes, obviously, because it doesn't have enough eyelash. It's not done yet. I'm still working on it, but yeah, I got bored of drawing the eyelashes, so I moved on to the next thing, and I was like, I can always go back. I just drew I spaced out a bunch of eyelashes because usually I draw them one by one next to each other, and it doesn't always come out good. So I just spaced them out, and I was like, since I spaced them out, I could just kind of come back and draw them in later and then color it all in later, whatever. But give him little swastikas in his eyes as requested. We'll probably give him one on his neck just to, make him like, was it like Angel Newfound Life said? The dude with the swastika on his neck. Alrighty, I'll see you guys later. Everybody have a good night, and yeah.